God damn it, I still haven't changed that quote. Oh, so frustrating. I keep meaning every week to change that quote, guys. Yeah, I just forget. Hey everyone, welcome. It is the Warhammer Sundays. It's Sunday, it's that time of the week when I sit down and crack on with some building of Warhammer to be painted at a future date, and of course recently, as we are nowadays, hanging out with my good buddy Colin from Festa 67's workshop.
Hello folks, how are you all?
He of the wiggly fingers. Before we get going, I just have to say first of all, it's like 1 billion degrees today, so yeah. So there's clefts and there's sweaty clefts and there's moistness and there's none of them for the right reasons, so... And I have to have my window open, and at some point, one of my plonky neighbours will probably get out the world's loudest lawnmower, so... Yeah, that's going to be fun, so hopefully they won't.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yes, but anyway, welcome. Before we get going, as always, the usual stuff. I need to give all the shout-outs and all the great gratitudes, first and foremost, to the people that make my content possible, to my patrons and channel members. My patrons and members who support me directly each month, they literally put food on my table. They make it possible for this channel to exist. They make it possible for me to do this as a job. So big, massive thank you to them. You can become one by going to patreon.com/modelmakingguru. The address is at the bottom left of the screen there. Or you can just click the join button underneath any one of my videos. That'll allow you to become a member. You get access to content early, you get exclusive stuff and advert-free content. Give it a go. You will be supporting the channel massively, and you do allow this channel to continue to exist. So big thank you to them. And to my corporate supporters, emodels.co.uk and goblingaming.co.uk. Your one-stop shop for all your model making and tabletop needs. Links in the description below the video. Go and check them out. Use those links, tells them I sent you, and then I get a little bit of kickback from that, so it's really nice. So use those links. Right now, I'm sweating like an absolute... yes, so very quickly we'll move on. Colin, how the devil are you doing? How the devil are you doing, sir? How are you today?
I am fine and dandy, mate. As folk all know, I've just come off of me Sunday show.
Pimpage?
Yeah, I know. I'm getting good at this,
that.
and I do the Sunday brunch over on Festa 67's workshop.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Now, in my latest book, I say.
Absolutely. So, yeah, if you haven't watched that, it's just me and a good friend, Dave, that do a Sunday show that is predominantly aimed at the viewers to pimp each other's work, share the love, subscribe to each other's channels, that sort of thing. We just hang out and have a chat.
It's typical Colin stuff. It's basically 2 hours of him pimping everybody except himself. Which is a good thing.
You noticed that then.
Well, the thing is, that's your natural outlet to do that, which means you've got no excuse for doing it any other time, basically.
Well, this is it. It's what the Sunday brunch is all about.
Yeah.
It's about the viewers. And then I use me Monday shows and the other shows as a platform to pimp myself.
Yeah, so basically any of the show is like, don't care about anybody else. None of you are relevant. You just shut up. It's me. It's all about me.
But no, for me, it's nice because you come out of that show feeling good about yourself. And, you've made someone's day. I mean, today we got Sue to 100 subs.
Yay.
And that's a massive milestone.
Does that mean Sue's going to send us all cakes?
I'm hoping so. And I feel good about that because I've made someone's day. You know what I mean? You've brought a bit of happiness to their day. It may not be a lot, but to them, it's everything.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Plus you can get a custom URL
that.
now, so...
Yeah, so I feel I've done some good today.
Yeah. How the devil are you, sir? I'm sweating like an absolute biatch right now.
Oh, mate, yeah, I'm minging like a mingy man ming.
Ew, minging like a northerner, ew.
But, it's one of those.
Yes. Now, I don't know if anybody else is going to join us today, because there's a little group of people that I say, come and join us, but obviously, Simon's joined us over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I've not heard, nobody else has said they're going to come in. I know Chris and Ted are doing their stream at night tonight, 8:30.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure if it's Chris's channel or Ted's channel, I don't know. But both of them are streaming tonight, doing the Warhammer Sunday, so I doubt they'll be in. I've not heard from
I think that'll be on Chris's then, if it's Warhammer.
Yeah, well, no, because they swap, don't they?
Oh, do they?
I think. Hang on, when they do the joint one, is that on? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Yes, I think. I don't know. And I thought sometimes they swap the joint one between Chris and Ted channel.
Lynn's saying, I feel bad about not making your show, Festa, but I need to catch up on me sleep. I'll catch the rerun. Lynn, it's not a problem, darling, because you're in America, and at the end of the day, You got to have your sleep, love. You can always watch it on a rerun. I know you're there in spirit, and
Yeah, you're in America, and we're totally not tailored for your time zone. So
yeah, I'm finally glad I got to show off your shuttle without you having to remind me, because I'm a forgetful old Festa, as you know.
pardon? I forgot what you said then.
I know I'm terrible, mate, but no, it's nice just to share the love a bit.
Right, I've shuffled some things around on my desk pointlessly. Shall I do some work now? I've moved things around efficiently.
Oh, yeah, are you doing that? I'm organising myself.
Yeah, I'm just
because I'm building a load of dudes.
But I'm just randomly shuffling things to the left and then the right and back, and not actually doing anything. So I should do some work. By the way, folks, I have, as always, I've been tweaking with things. I have a new audio setup, a new little settings on my microphone. So do let me know if I'm too loud, too quiet. I realised that I had some noise gate settings that were cutting off the microphone, like if I spoke too quietly. So I've kind of tweaked that a bit. So hopefully now you shouldn't get me cutting off when I say quiet things, but also you shouldn't be able to hear like my cells dividing either. So, you know, do keep let me know how it sounds, and let me know if I'm 1,000 times louder than Colin and things like that. Anyway, how the devil have you been, sir? Do what?
I've been fine, mate. I had that issue when I did the first test video for the Shield Maiden.
Oh yeah,
where my noise gate settings just weren't quite right, and I had to do a voiceover, and of course, lip sync was out, and
it was like watching one of them Japanese films where he's like, I can't do it without you seeing my face. I was about to do the old lip sync joke, and I can't do it, but you know what I mean.
It works for comedy purposes. It's proper Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon stuff, isn't it?
Doesn't work when my face isn't on camera.
But yeah, it was one of those. For me, it was a learning curve getting used to OBS and things like that. But it's all tweaked now, ready for the Warhammer stuff. Yeah. So no, I've been fine. A few medical issues, as you know, going on, but
you don't need it. They can cut it off.
See people.
You don't need it. You don't need it. They can cut it off. It's fine.
Absolutely.
I will do what we've been up to. This week I have been mostly doing bugger all. As you know, I've been trying for the last 3 weeks probably to start painting my Mortarion. And as you can probably guess, I totally haven't even started yet. Again, it's just real life stuff getting in the way all week.
Can't get staff, mate.
I know. I need staff. That's what I need.
Trying to get quality staff.
Quality giverage. So yeah, I've been trying all week and it hasn't happened. So I haven't started on that yet. Because I didn't get a chance through the week, and then when I did get a chance, the next chunk of stuff for the Dodge Charger turned up, so I need to get that done when I get it ASAP. So that's been the work this weekend to get all those. So all those 4 episodes are up now. 3, 4, 5, and 6 issues. 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the Dodge Charger. There was some maximum ineptitude as I didn't tighten some screws enough, and things kept falling out. But never mind.
Nothing wrong with ineptitude, mate. It's what makes us us.
Yeah, so yes, I've basically not done any of the Mortarion. So hopefully, fingers crossed, many fingers, all my things crossed, I'll get time to do him this week. There's no e-model show tomorrow, so I can spend all day tomorrow, assuming it's not hot and sweaty. I can do some Mortarion tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a day off tomorrow, haven't we?
You watch, the next issue of Iron Man will turn up and it'll be like,
No, nothing will turn up on Bank Holiday Monday, mate.
You don't know my luck. You don't live in my universe.
You know what's going to happen now. You'll send me a message tomorrow going, Festa.
You spoon. Yeah, I'll get some more special expedited. No, the thing is with those part works, I like to, when I get them, I just get them done as soon as I get them, because I want to get them out there quickly. So I don't let them sit around. Although with the X-Wing, because that's been going on for a couple of years now, I'm just doing that as live streams from now on. So.
Yeah, I'm like that with the Rossi bike. As it arrives, I tend to binge build it.
Yeah. But it's, it's partly to get it out there, because the thing is, there's not a lot of... It's been out for, at least the Dodge has been out for a while in the EU and other countries, in Russia, bizarrely. So there's a lot of, video content out there up to, almost issue 110. But there's not a lot of English-speaking content. Or of UK content of it, so there's not many of us building it right now on there. So I'm keen to, when I get it, get the content up. So it's there to be watched by people of the English-speaking nations. Have I fallen? Oh no, I thought I'd fallen out then.
No. I'm just perusing the instructions, mate.
You're doing thinking things, aren't you?
I am. I'm trying to get my head round where I'm going to go with the WASBOM.
Mm-hmm. So what have you been up to this week, if anything? What's your building been this week? What's your?
I did a bit more on the bike on the Monday show that we was showing on the Frolic, that bad boy.
Oh, you can go full screen if you want. I'll put you full screen. I've got the button.
There you go.
That's
me.
No,
I'll put you full screen. Yeah.
You spoon.
Clues in the name, Cole. See where it says Foxx and Colin? Yeah.
I'm going to take my rings off because it's too hot and sweaty for rings today.
Yeah, I've been doing that bad boy this week. Bit more work on that.
It's a beautiful paint job, dude. It's not true what they say about you.
No, it's getting there. A bit more work to do on the leather and that, but there, it's getting there.
Yeah.
A bit of exhaust wrappage and things like that. And yeah, I've been doing that, and obviously the 432's had a bit of work done on it.
432 was mentioned.
I know. So yeah, I've just got to weather that now. Hopefully that'll be weathered and done so that I can get a ding off of Ted when he's back.
Ted dings.
So I'll save that until Ted returns from his ollywobs.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, been doing that. It's just playing catch up with all those builds that I've got nearly completed, should we say.
Yeah.
I've got 8 or 9 different builds on the go at the moment.
I don't know how you do that. I have like literally one build on the go, and if I get bored of it, I just have to go and play Xbox for a bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
I run my days, as you know, on good, better, best.
Oh yeah.
I might be having a good day or a better day, or so I have kits at different stages just to see what I can do with them.
Yeah, if you get a good day, you're going to maximise it and do as much as you can on as many things as possible, because you don't know that you're going to get the next good day tomorrow. So
2 secs, Fox.
Yeah. Conversations going on. But yeah, so I will be hopefully cracking on with Mortarian this week. Hopefully.
Oh, bless.
Are you being pest foods and drinks?
I've got some new fish friends for my fish tank.
Oh, what are they?
I don't know. My wife did tell me, but I couldn't hear her properly.
Are they just fish?
Yeah, little fish.
Oh, quick, get them in there. Has she just bought them now? Just got out and bought your fish?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just going to rest them on the top of the tank.
Are they going to sit in the water acclimatising to the temperature or something? Hang on, we shall go back. I fell out. I know I fell out. One moment, folks. Welcome to my world with StreamYard. But StreamYard have never actually fully explained why that happens. There we go.
There he is.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, I've just taken myself off full screen whilst I have a quick shifty around.
Yeah. Don't fall over.
No, that won't happen, mate. You know me.
So what do you do? Do you keep them in the bag for a bit, but in the water so they get used to it, and then?
Yeah. I keep them in the bag, put them in the water. It lets them get used to the temperature of the tank, and then remove them from the bag, because they have like a Trent. They have some stuff in the water.
Oh yeah.
So that they don't get stressed when they've been transported.
Basically, hardcore drugs is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're stoned basically.
Yeah. You get them completely sponged out, and then they just don't care. So here we are, folks, live on the telly box. We're getting to see Festa doing some fish husbandry. While we're doing that, I'll have a quick look through chat while you're doing that.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's have a look and see who we got in chat today. We have. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching this, well, obviously I don't know why I'm saying that, because if you're watching this, of course you're watching this. If you're watching this but you're not in the live chat, come and join the live chat. There are, I don't know how many people are watching because I can't see. I need not plug my thing in. Not plug my buttons in. You spoon. Hang on. That's how I know how many people are watching. Let me plug my buttons in. Yeah, if you are watching this and you're not in the live chat, come and join the live chat. Click the YouTube icon on the bottom left or bottom right of the video player, and you'll join the live chat, and you can see all the things. You can have all the fun times. Right, let me sort my buttons out.
Apologies for the noise.
That's all right. We're all just doing random stuff now and not actually doing any content. Hang on.
So sorry.
Warhammer Sunday. There we go. It'll take about half an hour to sync up because the old Elgato deck is not that
That'll do.
modern. Right, let's give that a minute to sort itself
Hopefully
out.
that will...
Yes, if you are watching, come and join the live chat. It's a good place to hang out, good times, and it's really just about hanging out with your mates while we sit here doing just fettling about and pootling and stuff. But in chat we have Wendy Hickson and David Sanderson, two of my channel members. You can tell by the coloured name and the little symbol after their name. Graham McRobertson, welcome Graham. Lynn Dipple's in as well. She's got a couple of days off, so hooray, she can come and join us on our stream, so welcome Lynn. We have, who else has come in since then? Panzer Koenig is in, welcome Panzer. Max McGinn. Hi everyone, just got back from work, so I missed the Sunday brunch, says Max.
That's all right, Max, not a problem, mate.
Who else? William Rayborn, welcome William. Breakfast is cooked skillet potatoes and fried eggs, back in time to watch the stream. Thank you very much for that information, William. It's now made me very hungry and I've got 3 hours to go. God, damn it.
Yeah, damn it, he says.
Frankie Goes Tobbywood is in, welcome Frankie, talking of food. Who else have we got? Mac is in, hello everyone, hope you're all keeping well, thank you very much.
Mate.
We have... Frankie says, Sunday, the next 2 weeks, every day is a Sunday for me. Oh, you got 2 weeks off, cool.
Yeah.
For some reason, David Sanderson says Morrissey. I hate the Smiths so much. We're up to... Who's the guy with the rough voice? Says Cryo the Punching Bag. Hello, Cryo the Punching Bag. Which one? We both got rough voice.
He's probably on about me, isn't he?
I don't know.
That's
my very good friend Colin from Festa 67's workshop.
Hello, mate.
Yes.
I've got a slight accent, you probably noticed.
You haven't got an accent, have you?
Yeah, apparently so.
How much did you get for £1?
£3 for £1.
Yeah, I've got an accent. There's no accent there. Yeah, this is no longer a solo show. I decided it was time to not make it a solo show. It's me and Colin every week, and there are other people that will occasionally pop in every now and then. So you never know who will turn up. But welcome. Haven't seen you in chat before. I've just lost place of where I was in chat. I was somewhere, and the place that I was here. There we go. Ghost Lyle's in. Welcome, Ghost Lyle. He says pineapple. Frankie Goes Topywood. Audio's okay for me. Cool. Hey, Colin. Says Cryo the Punching Bag. I think I get the impression I know who Cryo the Punching Bag is. I think there's been a name change on YouTube here or something. I think.
Could well be.
Yes. What brought you into Warhammer? Says Cryo.
You or me?
Well, we'll answer that one in a minute. Let me go through. We'll go for that one in a minute then, because I'll get through the rest of the chat first. Philly says, "Hey, Lynn." Doesn't say hello to us, just says hello to Lynn. So he says, Phil East also says, few warm one in Yorkshire today. 5 minutes outside and you can fry an egg on my bald dome. That's because you're in Yorkshire. You're not used to like any more than like minus 4 degrees. So like a cold winter's day is a hot summer's day to a Yorkshireman. Also, Yorkshiremen love cold days because it makes the ice cream last longer, so you get your money's worth.
I'd also he's like me, he's follically challenged.
Yeah. Speedy Curate is in. Candygram from Mongo is in. When Haywood is in. Bike looks superb, Cole, says Wayne.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Lynn says Fox fell over. Yes, I did. Scale Model Muse says, oh, fun. A certain person sends me a Facebook message and then deletes it before I can read it. Sigh.
Ah, right. Yeah, I'm with you.
David Sanderson says, Morrissey did a song, Every Day is Like Sunday. I hate Morrissey. I hate the Smiths. With absolute passion.
Really? That surprises me. I thought that'd be right up your street.
No, because it's not so much anything more than every single Smith song, Morrissey only ever sings 3 notes.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. That's the only 3 notes he ever sings.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm so depressed, or I'm really happy, or I kicked my ass, or something. It's just always the 3 notes, and I can't stand it.
You know, it's like he's in the room
Is
there.
it?
That's uncanny, mate.
I'll have to remember next time you throw me under the bus. I'm like, he threw me under the bus.
Me throw you under the bus?
Yes, you would.
Never.
Panzer says, no, Fox, it's you that falls over. And Lynn Dipple says, drugged up fishies.
Yeah.
27 Fox. Oh, yeah, we've got 31 watching. So if you are watching this, do come and join the live chat. It's a good time. where are we up to? So I think I'm up to date with chat, just about. Yes, so the question from Cryo was, what got you into Warhammer? Me? I don't know, really. I accidentally watched a couple of Duncan videos on the Warhammer TV channel where he was painting something and thought, I've never done brush painting because I've always sucked at it. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
So I got a Warhammer kit. I got a Tau Piranha and I got some Citadel paints. And I realised that I could brush paint, and it was the fact that I'd spent 20 years trying to brush paint with Tamiya paints, which was the reason I couldn't brush paint.
Yeah.
I always thought I couldn't brush paint for like 25, 30 years, but it's because I was using non-brushable paints. So
Yeah, they're a bit useless for that, isn't they?
yeah. So it was quite literally. I don't know why I started watching it. It may have been in like my recommendations or something, but I just started watching Duncan painting an Imperial Knight on Warhammer TV, and I'm like, oh, I need to do.
Well, it was almost an over the night change with you, because I had always known you for the Gundam,
Yeah.
and literally you went from Gundam to Warhammer, and it was instant. It was something captivated you.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what made me watch that video. I really, honestly can't remember. I know I watched the Imperial Knight video and then a couple of others.
Yeah.
Then again, so I suppose it might have been. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was subscribed to other channels like Dr. Faust Painting Clinic and stuff. Maybe I was watching them paint stuff, and I thought, I don't know. I can't remember what it was because I would have been aware of Warhammer.
Yeah.
After watching, things like, Dr. Faust and some other channels. Because I subscribed to him because he did things like the Millennium Falcon and stuff.
Yeah,
when I was getting back into the hobby, and I was, following his channel and some others. But then he was also doing the Warhammer stuff later on. I don't know. I think it was watching Duncan anyway.
Well, I can remember you saying to me that you had found a whole new way of brush painting that was opening your eyes, should we say? And I'm like, what is he up to? What's he found? And then, like I say, I started noticing you was migrating to it. Where the bloody hell did that go? You're in a bubble, weren't you? It's all right. I'm having a moan at myself here because I'm having a Captain Calamity day.
You've lost things, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I've picked something up and it's gone ping.
There you go. Well, hey, always the way. But, yeah, no, I mean, I've been doing Gunpla, but I was getting frustrated with Gunpla because Gunpla restricts a lot of the things you can do. I was getting very frustrated with the fact that I couldn't do certain washes and use certain products, and it was becoming stressful to build and paint a Gunpla.
Yeah.
And, I was just about getting to the point where I realised I could build them in a fixed pose and that might make things easier, but I was kind of getting frustrated by not being able to do like Tamiya smoke washes and things like that. So and then I saw that Imperial Knight video, and that I sat and watched a load of them then, and it was something about the videos just captivated me.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I'd spent 30 years assuming that I couldn't brush paint, purely because Tamiya paints are crap for brush painting. So I just thought, I can't do brush painting. Not any kind of blending. I can do flat colours, but I'll have to be airbrush. So, so
sorry.
That's
Sorry
my
for
answer.
Bashing me, Mike. I'm just down on the deck playing.
Oh God, he's on the floor again. Are we ever going to have a live stream where you don't have to get down on the floor? Wait, shall I rephrase that?
If I can stop dropping stuff, hopefully, yeah.
Do you need like a big little catching net, just like on the edge of your bench?
I thought I had one of them. i.e. the top drawer of me snap-on tool chest.
Yeah, but then what happens is it falls into the top drawer of your snap-on tool chest. You have to get on the floor to go into the drawer to get the thing out.
No, because it's
just there,
right underneath me bench.
Oh, okay.
But
I think
it ricocheted off the front of that. Hit my rather copious belly and then flew underneath the cabinet wheel
into a dimension that no man can continue.
Yeah, it's like the magic bullet, isn't it? It sort of went around the corner 3 times and still managed to bypass my setup. And
yeah,
apologies, mate.
I shall wait till you're back and settled, then we'll ask you the question.
I'm back and settled, mate.
Then I shall ask you the question. How did you get started in Warhammer, Colin?
Him.
Yeah. Literally, Foxx made me do it.
Yeah, you know that Morrissey impression you was going to do when I throw you under the bus?
I'm under the bus. It's really dark and smelly.
Yeah, that's the one. No, seriously, it was yourself, because I think because you know me well, you kind of spotted perhaps something that I didn't with Warhammer, that I'd be able to express some of my slightly insane ideas with. And
Quirks,
yeah,
let's say. Your little foibles and quirks.
yeah, you was like, you really need to have a go at it because it's up your street. And I thought Warhammer, it's all dudes, it's all this, it's all that. And then you went, just do a search for orcs and orc vehicles. And that was it, really.
Oh, yeah.
You lulled me into the hole. And
I didn't lull you. I just merely opened a door that you didn't even realise was there.
yeah. David Sanderson saying Festa on all fours. Yeah, that's not an image you want to see, is it?
No. After the picture I posted in your group earlier on today, you don't want to see that as well.
Yeah, I tried loading it and it wouldn't have it. I think it was Facebook just throwing a wobbler at me.
Yeah, it does that sometimes if you go, because you go through the gallery, don't you? So
yeah,
if you just go through the feed page, it's there. So it's just a Facebook gallery thing sometimes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a glitch, isn't it? But
yeah. But it's there anyway. Yes, it's
yeah, that's how I got into it. You know, you kind of spotted something about it that would appeal to me, and you was right.
I mean, if you watch Festa stuff, you know that he's a fiddler, he's a tinkerer, he's a modder. So when I knowing what the kind of thing that Colin builds, it was like he would love orc stuff, because that's
the kind of thing that I build. Yeah, we all know this.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, I'm going to put you full screen. For anybody who hasn't seen it, you need to see the Insane Blade. Hang on.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit mad, isn't it? It's not sure how the angle's looking on that. Let's do that.
Well, we're missing out the entire crow's nest, of course, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to move the WAS bomb out of the way so I can spin it round.
Yeah, but knowing that Cole likes to take a kit and just hack at it with the saw instantly. The first thing Colin does, when we get a model kit, the first thing we do is we get the cellophane off the plastic bits and we read the instructions. The first thing Colin does is he takes a saw to it and then he reads the instructions.
Yeah. And then, of course, I then had someone say, oh, why don't you put a rope bridge on the back?
I said nothing of the sort.
So there's a rope bridge.
Yeah. And it needs a crow's nest.
Crane of goodness, and
so just knowing what Colin's like for just modifying stuff and making it his own, I thought you're gonna love orcs, because that's exactly what orcs do. So I said, just look up orcs on the Games Workshop website. A week later, you bastard.
Yeah, so it's kind of gone a bit mad, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, I think it's gone exactly the way as it was intended.
So that's the kind of detritus that I make.
Oh yeah.
So let's just bung that back out of the way.
Back off full screen, there you go. So so that's how we both got into Warhammer. I really can't remember I remember the video, but I don't remember why. It's like why I started playing Fallout 3 all those years ago. Because I was aware of the game, I had no interest in it, and then suddenly I'm in the game store buying it, and I'm like, why? How? And then I can't remember why I went to buy it. I obviously thought, I need to get that game, but I don't know why. I'm weird like that. I fall into things and then forget how I fell into it.
I might have reinstalled Skyrim yesterday.
Oh, good lad.
So I just need to find all my cheap packs. They're around somewhere.
What, your mods?
Yeah, I downloaded them all, but where I'd changed computers,
oh yeah,
I've just got to try and find it all again. So
did I send you my list of mods?
As
a starting
no,
point?
you haven't. No, you haven't.
Remind me to send you, because the ones on the Xbox, but a lot of them are on PC as well. They're the same mods.
Yeah.
So you can have a billion more mods, of course, but it's a good starting point.
Yeah, it's one of those old. Get round to adding all the mods back on, because now that I'm on this system, I can reinstall all the games that I had to take off because my other system was circa.
Mm-hmm. Now, the most important question, of course, with Skyrim is what colour Khajiit are you going to play?
Well, at the moment, my character is an orc.
Oh dear, that's not a Khajiit.
No, I don't know what Khajiit is. It's the cat, isn't it?
Yeah, Khajiit's the cat dudes. Khajiit's the best one. That's why I'm joking, saying, what kind of Khajiit are you going to play as?
Yeah, I just saw the name orc, had a look, and
Yeah.
There's this rather befuddled bald fella with a goatee beard, and I'm like, who's that remind me of?
Yeah, that seems relevant to your interests.
But literally, it's installed, and I'm about to go on the block. So
Yeah.
very early stages of getting to know the game again, basically. So
Yep. Cool beans.
it's been a while.
It's a good game. It's the best game.
Yeah.
It's Martini.
So
It's all Fox's fault, Colin, says Muse.
Yes, I concur, Muse. Totally concur, love. See, she knows you well enough.
Yeah, people in chat, if you do build Warhammer, because I don't know everybody in chat does the Warhammers, but if you are in chat and you do the Warhammers, what got you into it? Let's have a look. Hello all, big hug, says Eon's Car. Welcome, Eon Car.
Hello, mate.
As B and B. Oh, Belly and Bench. Yes, Dad's not with us today, so I shall ask the question. I'll let you ask the question, Carl. Why don't you ask the question?
What's in your belly and what's on your bench, folks?
Yeah, what you having for your dinner? What have you had for your dinner?
Yeah.
Eon's Car says B&B, the belly, Swedish meatballs and rice, and for the bench, still slowly painting 15 Space Marines.
Oh,
take your time. That's the beauty of these things. You get like a pack of 10 dudes. You can spend weeks painting them if you want to.
Yes, I may have a complete set of dudes in the basket waiting to be purchased.
Is that the Start Collecting set?
Start collecting set. You know the one?
That's such great value. 44 quid for like 25 dudes or whatever, plus a big orc mech.
19 dudes, yeah.
Was it 19 dudes and a big, what's the guy in the power suit? I can't remember what it's called.
The big thing.
The big dude with the shouty face, yeah.
Yeah, the big dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got that in there. Why not?
Yeah. As for what got me into Warhammer, it was MWG on YouTube. MWG. Oh, Midwinter Gaming. Midwinter Gaming, I think. Or was that Midwinter Minis? Wait, who's MWG? I probably know it, I just can't think. Lynn Dipple had 999 on standby because you're on the floor. Muse sips coffee and waits for a reply. I think she's having a Facebook message battle.
Yeah, was it supposed to be MMG? Because if that's the case, then that would be Model Making Guru.
No, I can't have got anybody. I've not done enough Warhammer to get anybody into it. I've done more Gunpla than Warhammer in terms of video build series. I've still not even done an Imperial Knight yet. Mac says, geez, I've got dumb thumbs today. I guess he's doing lots of... Oh, it's because he retracts about 8 messages. He must have typed them all badly. Yeah. Hello, there's a text message. Kerry Reynolds says it's MWG's Mini War Gaming. Thank you, Cy Reynolds. Where are you? If you're well enough to watch, you're well enough to join. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Cy. Mini War Gaming. That's the one.
Oh, right.
I knew I probably knew who it was. It's just sometimes you don't always see them as acronyms, you see.
No, bloody hell.
Muse says, it's a beast. I assume she's talking about your Insane Blade.
It is. It's the thing about it is, being that it's my first Warhammer build, I've kind of made a rod for my own back, you know.
Yeah. Just very quickly, Cy Reynolds is also in chat. He says, hello, Nobbers. Yeah, so
hello,
if you're well
mate.
enough to be in chat, only joking, dude. You don't need to come in. But yes, welcome. Thanks for coming along.
But no, it's one of those. I've thoroughly enjoyed the little journey that I've started. It's different. I'm not officially fully down the hole, but we're not far off, are we?
You're not officially fully down because I can still get a mid-Atlantic cable all the way down to the bottom where you are, so you can talk on the phone. It's only when that cable is not long enough that's when you're really down the hole. But I've been on to Cable and Wireless to get a longer cable for you just in case.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's under control. I mean, I made 2 model purchases this week that weren't Warhammer based, so I'm still in control.
That doesn't mean it's under control. If at any time you say I can stop whenever I want to, then we know you're really knackered.
Ah, that was going to be my next sentence.
Yeah, I can stop whenever I want to. That means you can't. Let's have a look. Yes, Reynolds is giving everybody hugs. Phil East is thanking Si for a great tip with the fat glazing. Thanks, Si. I'm getting somewhere now.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure. Somebody said they got into Games Workshop because of, and then it jumped. TLC Creation says Kev Adams' sculpted orcs got me in. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Lynn says I was gifted the Warhammer Conquest first issue and still haven't built it. Hint, hint. Foxx for 13th of May. 13th of May. What? 13.5. 5:30. What's the what?
That was her birthday, I think, wasn't it, Lynn?
Hint, hint. Foxx. What are we hinting at? I don't get the hint. Oh, because I haven't actually filmed how to paint them yet. Yeah.
Ah.
I built all the Conquest stuff and I started filming how to paint them, but I was following the magazine, and then I realised this is garbage. I'm painting ultramarines. I'm going to stop painting the way the magazine says because it's kind of a real simple way to paint, and thought I'll just build them all and I'll paint them properly.
Yeah, do them how you want.
Yeah, well, the thing is, George is going to get all the Space Marines, and we know now what colour scheme. He wants a Xeon colour scheme for all of them.
Yeah.
So I know what they're going to be painted like now. It's just finding time to get around to paint them, because I need to get them done and sent off to George, you see.
Of course.
At some point. I mean, he should have had them 2 years ago, but because of, the world being on fire, I can't post anything, so...
Yeah, it's really difficult at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, Candyman from Mongo has a very easily answered problem. He says, I bought Skyrim, but I've yet to start, mostly due to not being able to make a decision which race to choose. Now, obviously, the answer is Khajiit. So there you go.
Why is your answer Khajiit? Is that
well,
because it's the one you do, or is there a...
No. First of all, they have the best voice in the game.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just say Akatosh in the Khajiit voice, and instantly you're in the, if someone tries to sneak up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We shall see. I just love the Khajiit voice. Also, the cat dudes, and it's as close you get to dog dudes. But also their melee skill, their two natural skills are an unarmed melee, which is more powerful than anybody else in the game, if you get in a bad corner, and also night vision, which comes in handy if you've got no torches left and you're in a dark cave.
Yeah.
But also just the fact that they're Khajiit. Shut up. Because you get a load of mods to make them really pretty and pretty kitties. And
oh, right. Now it's making sense.
But my two favourite would be Khajiit. I've never played as one, but Argonians would also be a favourite to play as, because they've also got the second best voice in the game. Everybody else is boring. I wouldn't want to be an elf type because they will look ugly. But Argonians and Khajiit look fantastic. Khajiit have a better voice than Argonians, but Argonians is a close second. Welcome, Landstrider.
First note to self, when you go back into the game, change your character.
No, you be what you want to be. If you want if you want to be an orc, then, I'm not going to stop you.
Oh, no.
Each race has a different trait, beneficial sort of built-in traits. Orcs, I think, are more skilled towards, like, melee stuff.
Yeah.
And violent shouting stuff and fighting. Whereas Khajiit are more like, they're kind of more angled towards sneak thievery. So they start off with a higher base sneak skills and stuff like that. And I'm more of a sneak and ranged, so Khajiit for me is perfect. Whereas if you want to go in like all guns blazing with a load of maces and just bashing skulls in, then, Orc's probably a good way to go for that one.
Yeah, and there's me wondering why you thought I'd be good at Orc. Yeah.
Give you a big hammer.
Absolutely. I hit him with my hammer.
Yep. Crumping heads. Yeah. What is fat glazing? Asks David Sanderson. Is it a Sunday roast thing? Bless. I can't remember what it was now, but I think it's just glazing, but with slightly thicker glazes than normal. I think.
Yeah.
I think. I'll let Si answer that one because I can't remember. Do. Oops. Do.
Yeah, he's a bit of a legend in the painting world, isn't he, Si?
Bit of a legend. Yeah,
didn't he win something? Can't think.
I don't know. I'm sure at some point somebody told me something about him winning some kind of, I don't know, competition or something. Like, like a kind of knobbly knees competition or something. Or, well, maybe not knobbly knees, but hey.
One of these localised competition things.
Yeah, one of these, like, Pontin's holiday camp painting competitions or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that. Yes, no, our friend Si did win two golden demons. So we do tend to defer to him. When he says how you do something, we just sit there and go, what he just said.
Yeah. I asked the one over there.
Yeah, I'm like, if I say, here's how you do X, and Si Reynolds says, actually you do it this way, I say, I'm an idiot, listen to him. Yeah. He knows far much more better than me. Lynn says, I'm off on that Sunday the 13th of May. I could join you and Colin, says Lynn. Oh, thank you for the offer, Lynn. At this point, we're just keeping... We're not making this like a publicly open stream. We're just keeping it as a... how do you explain
Mainly
it?
the E-Models crowd at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's we're not... I'm not doing like Chris does with his like open to all kind of streams and stuff. It's just a small number of people that I'm doing with. It's just me and Colin basically, and there's a few others that might join us as and when. I might at some point in the future do like open to everyone kind of streams, but I don't know. We shall see.
Well, it's because you enjoy the frolic, don't you, on a Friday? Because it just lets you relax, doesn't it?
Yep.
And
oh yeah,
takes the work out of doing the stream, innit? I mean,
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, that absolutely the Friday stream to me isn't, because the thing is when I'm doing like a video or I'm doing, you know, my other streams, that's work. It's a job. It's a business. It's literally is a business, and I'm doing that for a living. So, and this is work as well. This is, you know, this is me at the office. But when I do the Friday stream with Col, that's A, it's not my channel, so I don't have any work to do. But B, me and Col are good mates and we have a good laugh. So it's just literally having a laugh with my mate.
Yeah. And we are a bit mad, aren't we? Let's be honest. Some of the conversations we have can range from serious or just daft. You know.
But that's my way of seeing my mates in the pub without actually seeing my mates while going to the pub. But you know, it's so for that it's fun, and it's the reason I've you know got it's now me and Cole doing this and others occasionally is purely because I want to try and get that for this as well. Yeah. For this stream, because streaming is hard work, and if you've got people along with you for the ride, it makes it much better. So.
Well, not only that, it gives you someone to physically talk to on screen as well, doesn't it? I mean, although we've got everyone in the chat, when you look up at the screen and see another pair of hands or a face looking at you and you're chatting, it's almost like you're sat in the same room, isn't it?
But it's just I wanted to get some of that. I know it's because I mean this will always be a job of work, whereas Friday will always be silly fun times hanging out with my mate that just happens to be on the internet. But so this will always be a job of work. But if I can make it more fun, I mean it was already fun. Don't get me wrong. I love doing the Sunday stream by myself. It's just as much fun. It's just but if I can make it more fun, then there you go. Anyway, we're all being far too serious today.
I know.
We haven't lowered the tone at all yet.
I've done really well.
I know.
There's still time. There's still time, mate. I lasted about 14 minutes on the brunch before I said a slightly tongue-in-cheek thing.
Oh, I know, because I pointed it out in the chat and said, there you go, tone set.
Yeah. Honestly, you don't intentionally do it, it just happens.
And then I posted that picture. You should go and have a look at that picture now in your group, by the way.
I will do, mate.
If you haven't seen it. I think you should go and do it now. I want to see your reaction. Well, I want to see your reaction.
I saw that the Foxx was wearing something pink.
Yeah, it's because Phil. It was because Phil said he wanted to see me in a pink tutu, and it's like, well, I haven't got that. Oh, Si's in. He says, "Let me in." The link's in the Facebook chat. Dad says, "Is your phone in airplane mode?" No. Oh, okay, Dad, I've had a word from Dad. I don't know why my phone didn't ping, tell me I've got a text message. He said, I can't join in today. He's at his daughter's, and he's on Wi-Fi, so he says, hugs to everybody. So there you go. A few people in chat did ask, right, we've got a Kevin Reynolds. Hello. Yes, a few people in chat did ask where Dad was, because he's not been around for a few days. He was a bit poorly at the start of the week, but he's fine now.
Yeah, so, he's fine and dandy. He's just busy today.
He's busy doing family stuff. So there you go now, you know. Hello, Mr. Simon Reynolds. I'm going to go full screen so you can talk for 10 minutes. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button.
Instead, you just removed me. So I'm not modelling today. I've been working, but I thought I'd take a break and I would start this.
A Lego Darth Vader.
Oh,
Yeah, or
nice.
alternatively,
What kind of Warhammer's that?
otherwise I could start this one.
I think you should start the Scout Trooper because that's
Oh, I've
much,
got decisions to make.
that's much better.
I'm probably only going to be here for like an hour.
Look at you
but
with your poncy glowing
all right.
gamer keyboard.
Oh
not
no.
It's not a gamer keyboard. It's just a typing keyboard.
Well, what was the point of the glowing?
It's just part of the keyboard. Trust me, if I could have bought the keyboard without it, I would have done.
Is
I'm
it
so glad that my keyboard is over there out the way.
Yeah.
Have you got a fancy RGB keyboard, Colin?
Not saying a word.
That'll be
Not
a yes
saying
then.
a word. I'm saying nothing because you'll mock me.
Me mock you? Never.
There you go. I don't know. You and your glowy keyboards. Get yourself a proper Series M, Model M.
That's
all you need.
RGB mouse.
You got a proper gaming mouse and everything. Is that a Razer?
This is a Razer.
Razer.
It has lights on it. Ultimately.
They'll now both mock me. They'll
Yeah.
wait until I've gone and they'll go, did you see that keyboard?
Thing is, I'll mock anyone that doesn't have an IBM Model M keyboard, so
Yeah.
don't take it personally.
That's just because you're old.
No, it's not because I'm old. That's because I've got excellent taste. And I like loud keyboards.
I mean,
Put down
I
there.
don't know. You don't have any orcs. That's debatable on your taste.
I don't have any orcs, he says, looking at the 2 Wasbomb Jacker Jets in my cabinet.
Okay, they kind of count.
One of them painted and built, and one not actually painted yet.
I think you're right, Si. I think you're right. We don't have enough orcs.
Well, I would tend to agree.
Orcs.
Orcs with
there
an
may
H
be
or orcs with an O?
There may be stuff with an O. There may be stuff in the basket awaiting purchase.
Excellent, good lad.
Hey, that's not even my fault this week. You can't blame me.
Yes,
for
it is. One of
Wait,
them
what?
is because it's squig. One of them is because it's squig based.
No, that was Fox. I've told you
was-
this, Colin. It was Fox.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Wait,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't my fault. Don't be blaming me for stuff.
I'm innocent.
Well, that's stretching it now, Si.
Oh, I don't know.
He's got stuff
That's
in
like
like
me saying I'm not in the hole.
You're not in the L. You are in the L. Don't
Oh,
talk
with
rubbish,
an A.
man.
Is that you're dropping your H's again? It's brilliant. I've finally got Fox to drop H's.
You're not in. Well, the thing is, I'm northerner. Of course, I drop my H's for things like "ol."
Yeah.
Oh,
I just don't go "ol." I go "ol." I do a
Oh.
northern. I do a northern H drop, not a southern H drop.
Yeah.
What I don't say is say H. Oh, never understood that.
H.
People that put an H on the start of the word of the letter name H.
Oh no, that would irritate me.
Yeah, I used to have a friend that did
How,
that.
wait, how would they say like Hannah?
No, when they say the name of the letter, they say H. They don't say H.
Oh yeah, that would annoy me. No, it's
How
H.
do they say? How do they say what?
Hannah.
Anna.
I misunderstood what Fox meant, but yeah, it's definitely H.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a friend that said H. It used to drive me nuts. I'm like, God, could you just not just... Yeah. Right, I've cleaned his plasma coils. So how are you doing, Si Reynolds?
I'm very good, thank you very much. I'm alright.
How has your week been? Have you done much buildy?
I haven't done any buildy
Good
buildy.
lad, that's all three of us.
I have been doing work,
Ooh.
which
Boo.
yeah,
Boo.
but it has to be done, and once it's done, then I can get back to building.
Once it's done, it's time for porn. I mean, everything else.
Yes, prawn.
Prawns. I'm missing some components here. I've not got all the bits off the sprue like a tit.
But no, so I went out and I got these Lego kits because Smiths have got a bit of a discount on Lego at the moment.
Oh, happy
So I was
days.
like,
Would that be
Well,
would that be Wordsmiths?
Is that Smiths with one F or two?
it would be the Smiths, the toy store.
Oh, Smiths with a Y, spelt like a Ponzi,
Yeah.
spelt
Yeah.
stupidly. Smythes.
Yeah,
Right.
because I've got the other three. I've got the Boba Fett, the TIE Pilot, and the Stormtrooper.
I will never shop at Smiths
Will you not?
Why?
because their website had a stupid design. When I was looking at trying to get an Xbox Series X, right, trying to get a Series X, and the only place you could get them was from like basically Argos or Microsoft themselves, but you had to become like the whatever member of the thing, or through Smith's Toys here in the UK. And you go to the Smith's Toys website, and the number of things you have to click just to get to the point where it says, sorry, we have none in stock. It was like, It was like, what do you want? I want that. Okay, which one do you want? I want that. I've just told you. Okay, do you want this package or that package? I want that. Okay, now, you said you want the Series X, yeah? So do you want the Series X, the Series S? I want the Series X. Brilliant. Click on here. Where are you? Here's your postcode. Brilliant. We haven't got any in stock. Oh, you git.
It's kind of the same in store because I ordered online to click and collect. I went and collected them literally half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And when you're approaching the desk to collect your items, they just have a row of empty boxes.
Oh yeah.
And they like literally 5 or 6 shelves high, and they have one sheet of A4 on this shelving that's probably 3 or 4 meters tall. Just says we have no stock. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. They did actually have I saw that Lynn mentioned the UCS Millennium Falcon. They had one in the store, Lynn. Obviously it was like 1,700 billion pounds.
Yeah.
But the box was huge.
Huge box. I got the. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I got the UCS Super Star Destroyer when it came out. That was the size of a goddamn car. The box for that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, that was great though. Built it. Because I like to, when I get my Lego right, what I like to do is I get all the bits and I make a lumber yard. What Adam Savage calls knolling, I call it a lumber yard. You get all the bits in little piles, lined out nice and neatly. You go a bit norm on them and you get more nice and lined out. Not in bowls, none of that nonsense, unless it's like little tiny roly pieces.
It should be knolled. Yeah. I would agree.
It needs to be a little lumber yard. And what I did was, we had a big table which was like about 6 foot long and about 3 foot long. 3 foot wide was our dinner table, and I put all the pieces out on that to start building it, and it was full, and I basically put all the pieces out that I needed and then built them all and then filled the table again with more pieces. I did that 4 times.
Nice.
That was, I had to knoll all the bits, build it before I couldn't get all the bits onto a table. It was enormous.
See, I would normally knoll, but I know I have limited time because I'm only taking a small break from work.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be eaten by it, however satisfying it is.
It is very satisfying to do a lumberyard. I refuse to call it knolling because that word sounds stupid. I prefer to call it lumberyarding. Because you make a lumberyard. That's just me.
It's fair.
Right, I don't know what we've not been looking at chat much really. Let's have a look. Candygram says, oh, if you want to get our attention in chat, by the way, because as you can tell, we're so busy talking to each other that we're not reading you guys in chat.
We're not paying attention, are we?
Also, chat's really small and we're really old. So if you want to get our attention, please, 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 either do at Model Making Guru or at Festa67's Workshop or at Squighammer Miniatures in the chat so we can actually see. It might, if it doesn't work for Colin or Si because they've not been active in chat, just do at Model Making Guru. Puts my name in an orange box and then I can see it. These two might not work if they've timed out in chat because they've not chatted for 10 minutes. But the host of the show you can always at them. So at me, or you can do a super chat by pressing the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. It puts your comment in a big coloured box. But at the same time, we can't miss your comment. But at the same time, you're also helping to support this channel and keep it alive. So it's a very nice, very kind way to help support this channel and make sure I can keep doing this week in, week out. Or you can just do your comment in all capital letters and we'll have a chance to see it. So do one of those so we can have a chance to see. Candygram says, in Fallout 3 New Vegas, I played as a sneak sniper, so I'll go ahead and start a Khajiit. I've got your list of mods too. Game on. Yes.
Yeah, then.
I don't know what the other races sound like when you do the throw voice shout, but when you're a Khajiit and you do the throw voice shout, it's basically where you throw your voice across the room and the enemies go to where the sound came from. You like to think that your Khajiit has this big, deep and bassy voice, like, hello, I'm a Khajiit warrior, ha. Except when you do the throw voice, it's like, hey, skeever butt. It's got this, like, really nasal, like, I don't know, kind of like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, that's not how my guy sounds in my head. Hey, troll bait. No, that's not how my guy sounds. That doesn't sound big and manly. So it's quite funny. Hey, cheese brain. I like the live stream pub analogy, says Candygram. I really like these long live streams. Yeah. That's why we do it. I mean, when I was doing it just by myself, it was just to give some content because it was a way that I could get to the bench and do some building for stuff that I'm going to paint in the future, but at the same time give you guys a place to hang out and have some content. But now there's multiples of us. There's more than just me. It's just hanging out and having a good laugh, basically.
Absolutely.
Bobbins is in. Says, sorry I'm late. I was dismantling innards on a shed. Of a
You
shed.
got a super there, mate.
I'm so glad that finished with a shed.
Candyman from Mongo puts a $5 super chat. I like the pub analogy for these live streams. Have a drink on me, model making guru. Thank you very much, Candyman. That's very, very kind of you, my friend. It'll probably pop up in a second.
Yeah. I said you had a super in there.
Yeah, and I heard you. I think it's 30 seconds till it actually pops up on the actual stream overlay. But there you go. I heard it in my ear then. You guys won't hear it, but I can hear Pikachu going Pika Pika.
Don't worry about you.
No, it's because there's like a 30-second delay between like the YouTube chat and StreamYard. So when somebody does a super chat, it appears on our chat in front of us, but 30 seconds later it appears on the actual stream. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kandrigam. That's very kind of you. I like that Khajiit throw voice, says Lee. Yes. Hey, skeever butt. Trollbait. David Sanderson has got literally tons of Lego, but nowhere to have it out. Ooh, what about the Lego? There we go. We've reached that limit.
Ka-ching.
Colin says hello in chat. Hello.
Yeah, that was you saying I've not been active in the chat, so I thought I'd say hello.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but it's a quirk of YouTube. You know, like when I can never at Dave on your stream.
Oh yeah, it drops you out of chat, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can only at someone if they're active. So if they haven't done anything in chat for about 10 or 15 minutes, you can't at them. So if you ever can't do like Colin or Sarah or anybody else, just at me and I'll see it.
In theory.
I heard Pikachu says Muse. Yes, you should have seen an overlay as well. You should have seen a thing pop up on the top of the screen. Talking about
Still trying to get your picture to open in my group at the moment.
I wouldn't worry about it. If you scroll down the news feed, it'll be there. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing, mate. I'm just waiting for Facebook to load the news feed.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. You just slowing your internet down. Oh, mind you've got massive fat internet. It doesn't bother yours, does it? You can have 5 streams going at the same time. You could get.
Is that a wibble?
A little bit.
It certainly sounded like a wibble.
Jealousy wibble.
It does, doesn't it? My download speed's only 138 or something like that, but my upload speed's a bit gash. But...
Yeah, your download speed's only 5 times mine. Get.
Whipplekin.
And what gets me is your upload speed is the same as my download speed. I'm like, oh, good God.
Yeah, it's the Virgin broadband I'm on. It operates like a 10-to-1 ratio, you know. But,
yeah, like literally, you could stream in 4K, no problem.
Yeah.
I've got to drill the barrel. Oh, I forgot to drill a barrel out, didn't I? Ages ago. I had someone with a plasma rifle.
And to really wind you up, I am thinking of upgrading the broadband so that it's quicker. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
You know when you say to wind you up, that tells my brain to stop listening.
Oh, were you going la 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 la? I can't hear you.
Yeah, my brain went beep 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 like that. And
right.
Word of whatever it was you said about upgrading your broadband, I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, so if I was to say Warhammer's really good, it's upgraded my broadband, you'd pick up most of that, wouldn't you?
I'd say maybe 50% of that got through. I've got a very sharp ADSR on my noise gate on my ear.
Oh, right.
My attack and
that's
decay.
what it is.
My attack and decay is fast, and the sustain is 0. So I've got 3 barrels to drill out that I totally didn't do.
Highly illegal. Post 1 PM posted. Bob Ross with your grill.
That's why I did mention it because I posted it after 1 o'clock. So
that's all right. That's all right.
Fox. Important question. What is the armor value of that pink garment in the game? Does it not say on the Pip-Boy screen? I can't remember now. I can't look at it. So
the real question is: does your pink straw have a better armor value in real life?
You mean the big pink straw? You get the name right, dude. My big pink straw.
I am not referring to your pink straw as big, sir. Nope.
Look down my big pink tube. Look
Oh
down
god,
it.
it's like looking down a urethra.
Look down it. Oh.
Wrong, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it's wrong, but it's slightly captivating and all. And that's what worries me. It's like, what was you doing in there? I was looking down Fox's pink tree.
It's wrong, but it's kind of mesmerising. Big.
Yeah,
big
and the
I'm
wife's like,
not looking up. I refuse.
my missus goes, I worry about you being alone for so long in that room.
And you're like, yeah, trust me, I'm not alone.
Like, yeah, you think I'm insane? You haven't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Right, I've got 3 barrels to drill out that I forgot about.
3 barrels.
How many?
3 for £1.
3 for a found. For a found? What's a found? Idiot Fox.
3 for £1.
3 for a pound. I tend to organise my Lego from small to big, says Eon's car. I just kind of do it in like piles of here's this piece, here's that piece, and then it kind of sort of gets beyond me. I usually put them in pots, says Eon's car. Oh, heresy.
That is heresy.
Yeah. My Lego goes into Tupperware boxes before a build, says Mac. Is Fox's big pink straw slightly floppy? I shall show you. It is not because... It is not because... It is ribbed.
Because you just
It is
sucked on
ribbed.
it?
It is ribbed for structural integrity and rigidity. Ribbed for my... No, moving on.
Yeah, I worry about you.
I've got water on my desk now. My big pink straw dribbled on my workbench. You know when you guys go quiet, it makes me panic.
No.
No, Colin, you should have stayed quiet. That was the perfect moment to not say anything.
He's got a
Damn
lot
it.
to learn, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You
Oh
clearly
my
are
God.
not a good troll, Cole. You need to work on that completely. I fed that to you there,
That was on a plate.
that was like on the world's
I
biggest wooden
wasn't
spoon.
paying 100% attention because I was looking at this rather disturbing image of a fox.
He's actually been looking at it for the last 15 minutes. He's captivated by it.
And it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, the pink straw needs to be added to that.
Yeah, well, the reason I posted that was because I think Phil Bolton said something about we need to see Fox's Foxx character in a tutu, a pink tutu. And I haven't got a pink tutu, but I've got that. A comic strip from many years ago. So I posted that up.
Yeah, it's very scary.
If you want to post a link to it in the chat for people to look at, feel free.
I'll go one better than that.
You can't actually post it in the chat. Oh, that
Yeah, it's very, very disturbing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I worry. I worry a lot.
Yep. I wouldn't. People may not know that the Foxx character that I use did actually have his own comic strip for like 5 years.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that, but at the time anyway. But yeah.
Yes, I always believe in recycle. I need a character. I'll just use the one I did for 5 years. There you go. Sorted.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's come in handy, isn't it? When you think about it, because like I say, it goes with the name, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of there, isn't it? You can't really get away with it.
Ross Medlock is now looking into how to do a YouTube channel. Good man.
I would just simply say very well is probably the way to do a YouTube channel. That's a bad joke. Never mind.
Yeah.
I would always fully encourage people to do it, but I would also say do not in any way, shape or form underestimate the actual amount of work involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think you can just slap a webcam on and onto a workbench and start talking, you can, but you might want to move beyond that a bit. And that's where you have to put the effort in, so it can be hard work. It's a lot of effort, but it's worth it.
And when you first start, it can seem at times a lot of effort for minimal reward, but stick with it.
Oh yeah. You've got to accept that for a unspecified period of time, you'll have like 3 subscribers. And if you ever do a live stream, there'll be nobody there. You have to accept that and just work through it. The 2 options are, of course, that's always the way it will be. in which case you might need to maybe not do it anymore, or it will pick up. The advantage you've got at the minute, of course, is you're part of this community, which means you'll get lots of viewers anyway. You've got the bonus of, oh god damn it, I've just made, what do you mean?
That's the bonus. Oh god damn it!
I've just not only have I drilled the hole down the centre of the barrel and made a mess of that, I've also done the side hole and got that wrong. Oh well, death guard. Never mind.
It's been in the void. It's just a bit wonky.
Yeah. So so you've got the advantage of there's already a ready-made community, like who knows who you are.
Yeah.
So you've got potentially a part of the equation already figured out. You just have to make sure you do some good content. So you'll have that advantage that a lot of other people don't have, is that you're starting off with a foundation of people.
Yeah.
To expose to your stuff.
I'd like to say, Ross, just bung a link for the channel in the section on my channel, mate, on my Facebook, and I'll pimp it. You know what I'm like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pimp everyone else's, but not my own.
And don't forget the boom hut.
Absolutely. Forgot about the boom hut because I'm not on my channel, am I? Yeah, so.
I'm just thinking, hello.
Yeah,
no, I don't mind, mate. Yeah, I don't mind. Yes.
Yeah. Model makers boom up for all your booming and in needs with an H.
Boom hoot. Oh, that's right. That barrel is a complete abortion, but never mind. It's Death Guard. I'll cover it in
I can
rust.
remember the days when the boom up was at like 315 members when I joined it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, now look at it.
Yeah, 317. It's amazing.
I know, it's done well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two of them are on the same account.
Shh.
But,
do. Well, that barrel is just a complete abortion, but never mind. I'll live with it.
is it laughing at you?
It's just not pleasing to look at.
Again, though, it's Death Guard. It's just diseased and slightly warped.
Yeah.
As are all of us in one way or another.
Well, yeah.
Right, I had another weapon somewhere with another barrel, and I've got to do that.
Oh dear, that sounded wrong.
Drill my barrels.
Not only has he got a pink straw and we've been looking down his tube, but he's now got another weapon.
I'm sure I had another plasma rifle I needed to sort out. I could be just making that shit up, but I don't know. I've done his. He hasn't got a weapon like that. I've done his. He's got a big chopper.
Chopper.
I've drilled his end.
Crikey.
He's got a stick. A grenade. La 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 la. I'm sure there was somebody else who needed damn good drilling, but I can't find him. Never mind. All conscious. It's all conscious.
See, the main problem with you, Fox, is because Mama Fox is awesome, I can't direct your mum jokes at you.
I know.
Because that was the perfect your mum joke right there.
I know.
I'm just letting you know.
Candygram says, if only Fox had a drilling guide to help him center those barrel holes. I'll actually be honest with you, Candygram. I've discovered a slight flaw in your design that I'll let you know about. A way to improve it, I think. Not a flaw in it. It's not like a bad... It's just like... It might just be related to these specific barrels, though, for Death Guard. So don't take it too bad. I've not had a chance to try it on Space Marines yet, because they tend to have longer barrels than their bolters.
Info for Candygram, this is what we colloquially call the Fox effect. In other words, yeah.
So yes, I need to send Candygram a little bit of feedback. That's the idea. He wants to perfect the design. So
absolutely, you've got to make them Fox proof.
Yes, I don't want to go into detail here live on telly because I don't want people to,
No.
Yeah, it's
Aren't some of the Death Guard barrels slightly conical anyway?
No, it's more. I think they're slightly shorter, but as I've not had a chance to try.
Well, they're definitely stubbier.
I've not had a chance to try it, but there's definitely. I've not had a chance to try it on Space Marines yet, and it might be perfectly fine on them, but if not, I've thought of a way that might actually make it even better.
Yeah, the last thing you need is a stubby barrel.
Stubby barrel.
He's got a stubby barrel. Didn't think he was well.
Feedback is invaluable, says Candigo. That's the thing. It's like I don't feel bad saying to him that there's maybe an issue with the design, because that's the whole point. He knows that he wants to do it and then try it out, and then if it needs to get better,
research and development, mate.
Exactly. If it's something he wants to make and sell, then he needs to know it works.
Absolutely.
But I've not actually filmed anything. I'll have a quick go. It's easier for me just to tell you what the problem is in words. So stay tuned. I shall send you the email.
It's got all the bombs. Ooh, bombs.
We're up to...
Look at that. Where'd that come from?
I leave all my Lego in the bags and just do one bag at a time. I put mine in a tin hunt and peck, says Lynn.
Oh, right.
Ooh, hunt and peck. Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got a...
I had fun with my Dodge Charger on Friday when I was putting the wheel on the chassis. Of course, the chassis part is like metal.
Yeah.
And you've got to put the wheel on one side. So every time you hold the chassis, it goes like that, flops down. Because you've got to hold it here, but there's a whole half of the chassis on that side. And you've got to, and I never thought to put something underneath it. So I've got the chassis up, got the wheel attached, and it went clunk and then hit my screw box. My screw tidy box, of which the lid was open. So the tidy box goes like that, and all the screws go wee random. So now I've got like 16 different types of screw all mixed up.
No.
And then I got my calipers out to measure them, and none of them matched the measurements in the magazine. So I was like, I don't know which any screws are now. Yeah.
You'll be pleased with this, by the way, Fox. I was watching a certain...
I like your lumberyard.
Thanks, man. I thought I'd do it just to...
It's looking most of it. It's not quite... It's kind of at a jaunty angle to the camera, but I'll live with it.
Yeah, it is. It's
not quite parallel to your cutting board, is it? Come on now.
He doesn't expect much, does he, sir?
Somewhere Norm is really unhappy, and I like that.
It's straight to me, and some people might call me bent, but it's what it is.
Yeah, if it would anger Norm, then he gets extra points in my book.
There you go. But yeah, so I was watching a certain Partwork streamer stream the X-Wing the other day, he got to a certain issue, he literally said, "Oh, now it tells me to take all of the electronics back out that I've just put in. I'm not going to do that." So maybe.
Wait, hang on. Was this beyond where I've been?
No. The point at which you nearly imploded.
Oh yeah.
He got to that point and was just like, "Yeah, I'm not going to take it all out again."
Oh right, I think I know who you mean. I thought maybe it was somebody who's ahead of me, and later on in the future it's going to tell me.
It's just a relatively well-known Partwork streamer.
Yes,
I'm not going to plug on this channel.
I know who you mean. It's the person. It's the. If it is who I think it is, then I took comfort because I watched the same thing as well. I didn't watch it live because I saw it and thought, oh, I know what pain he's going to go through now, and I took comfort from the fact that he took it apart 3 times and I took mine apart twice.
Well, then you win.
Yeah, I'm vastly more superior.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig! But the thing is now, I think I've decided just to live stream the X-Wing from now anyway, because I'm pretty sure that no matter what comes now, it's not going to be anywhere near as fiddly and catastrophic as that wing attachment section.
This is the point where I remind you of the statement that you've just said may come back and haunt you.
Well, the only things that's got to go in now is like the whole nose assembly, like from the cockpit forward.
Yeah.
A little bit of wiring for some of the electronics, but I've already done all the fiddly electronics in the fuselage, so it's just building frame and panelling now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
In theory, I would agree with you. You should be relatively safe from this point.
Because there's no complex mechanisms or anything like that. There might be fiddly wiring bits, but nothing anywhere near as bad as.
I refer you back to the previous comment, the Foxx effect.
I don't deny.
There you go. I've made it a bit more square now, so you can hush.
No, because that won't annoy Norm.
Well, that's true.
If it's not going to trigger Norm's OCD,
I can trigger Norm. I win.
Trigonometry.
Yeah.
Damn, why was I thinking the same thing? That is wrong. There's something seriously, trigonometry. Damn,
I've just done that and I already regret it because.
Yeah, I need to get out more. I spent too much time streaming with Foxx. I'm now thinking like him.
Yes.
Damn, this is a lonely place to be.
Yes. Yeah, I can't watch tested it. Well, I can still watch tested, but not when it's Norm building something, because I can't. I just that's like an hour and a half of triggering constantly, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah, same.
It's like
I won't get
you've got Adam Savage, brilliant. Oh, you've let Will go. Oh, and now it's Norm making models with no skills or talent whatsoever.
Yeah, Will was brilliant.
Will was awesome.
I still enjoy watching like the cave stuff, like where it's just Adam just building stuff. I find his thought processes amazing to just watch it unfold.
Yeah, I find, and you're going to like this, Cole, but I find in a lot of ways, I like Adam Savage for the same reason I like Colin stuff. And he says, right, I've got this, I want to make that, have it, done.
Yeah.
Whereas I sit there saying, yeah, but if I do that, then this won't work, and if I do that, and I panic. And whereas Adam Savage, you just go for it, bang, there you go, done.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
I'm very much the same as you, Fox. I think that is probably why I admire both Colin and Adam Savage for that reason, because I'll put something down and I'll know what I want to do in my head, and then I'll go away and think about it for ages.
Yeah,
you overanalyze it, don't you?
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why I started to get burnt out on Gunpla, because if you think about Gunpla, when I'm trying to build it, and I've got to figure out I've got to paint this bit and this bit, but I can't do that bit yet because that needs to assemble, and if I do that bit first, this paint will come off when I move that, and I can't do this, and I was losing sleep. I'm like, you know what, I'm just not making Gunpla anymore. So. And then I thought to myself,
whereas I tend to go, right, I need to get that to fit in there. Let's get the saw out. Don't think about it. Just cut it. Because if it goes wrong, you can always glue it back together.
But that's the thing that made me laugh was, after all this stress for like 3 years, and I suddenly thought, hang on, why don't I just build them so you can't move the joints?
Yeah.
Why don't I just glue all the joints in place and therefore nothing will be a problem?
Yeah, just pose them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's,
that's the thing, though, isn't it? Because you and Si are very analytical blokes. You sometimes can overlook the simplicity of the simple.
Well, this is I fell into the trap that I've seen you and Ted do. Not you really anymore, but at first I've seen you and Ted do with Warhammer. Is that you look at it and you think, well, how am I supposed to build it? How am I supposed to paint it? And I'm like, it's a model kit. It's like every other model kit. Doesn't matter if it's a Warhammer or a Panzer Sparwagen or a Ford Mondeo. It's a model kit. Build it however the hell you want. Because I know both you and Ted got into the trap of thinking there was a specific way you had to do something. It's like, no.
Well, this is it.
It's just a plastic model.
You hear people say, oh, you wouldn't be able to play that. You wouldn't be able to do this. You wouldn't be able to do that. And then in the end, I thought, well, I'm not going to play the game, am I? So
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Don't matter then, does it?
Yeah, if you're not playing the game. Right, I've lost. I
can just imagine the look in the local Warhammer store as I put the Baneblade on the table at the.
They probably would actually love that. It's not like you get into trouble. When we say you can't, when people say you can't play that, it's like if you give like an Imperial Guardsman a Tau cannon of some sort, you couldn't play that because that doesn't make any sense.
There's a lot more latitude given to Orc players anyway.
I've lost half of Bell.
Well, that seems fairly silly of you.
Yes,
doesn't it?
I've lost a small component. Yeah, it's like if like I said to you, if I built a Baneblade and put like 3 cannons on it, I can still play it, but I'd have to be like, okay, it's got 3 cannons on it, but I'm just playing it as if it's got 1 cannon on it.
You'd have to be very specific about what it was before the game.
Yeah, but then it just becomes a pain because you've got to kind of explain yourself before you know what? I'll just make one with 1 cannon on it. It's like
whereas I'd sit down and go, well, I didn't think it had enough guns, so I'll just put some more on. It's
like if I wanted to play on my Death Guard but they all had jetpacks, I'd be like, yeah, ignore the fact they've got jetpacks. Because that's not how they work. I've lost half a bell.
Not on the end, is it?
Hang on. What was that under my foot? That was half a bell.
Was that the end of your bell?
That was the end of my bell.
See what I did there, Si, didn't you, mate?
Yep.
The funny thing is, I've just realised I picked this up earlier on and thought it was trash and threw it into my rubbish bag. But it clearly didn't go in and landed on the floor where my foot just found it. And I have to say, it's got a big spike on it. And it really hurt.
Are we ever going to do a live stream where you don't drop something? I've been waiting to say that. I need to get out more. Oh, damn, I need to get out more.
Yes. Well, and the fact, if you see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but tiny little piece there with the world's biggest spike
Oh, you trod on that.
Yeah, that is, of course, it guarantees it landed that way up, and my
Yeah.
foot just found it. My delicate
It's
princess
like
foot.
stepping on Lego. That might even be worse.
Oh, Lego is just like Lego is domestic caltrops.
I've been doing a 3D print commission.
Is this the secret one?
This is the secret one.
I'm intrigued. I want to know what it is.
I was working on a piece last night that
When
had
a
just
certain
come off the
little lady
printer.
came. Sorry.
And it had all the supports on it, and so I removed the supports, but one of the base plates obviously fell on the floor.
Yeah,
you can imagine it was about that long, and it had loads of resin spikes poking up. Yeah, you know where that went, don't you?
Yeah.
Right on the ball of my foot. And well, yeah, Michael Flatley has now stopped river dancing because I can do it better.
Oh dear. It's like a few weeks ago, the front bedroom, which we just use as a storage room, on the outside there's a bookcase, and on the bookcase is an old wine glass and a postcard.
Oh right, yeah.
For a very specific purpose. It's the catch the creature and throw it out equipment. Like, there's a spider / woodlouse / moth /
Oh right, yeah.
that you always find just as you're about to go to bed. So I thought, I'll save time. I'll just have a glass and a postcard up here. This is going to piss me off now, this bit. Have a glass and a postcard up here, so that if I'm just about to go to bed and I see a spider or woodlouse or whatever, I can just catch it and throw it out quickly. I don't have to go downstairs to get a glass and then come back and figure out where it's gone.
Yeah.
So I was getting the X-Wing part work box out from there and knocked the glass, and of course it fell off and shattered on the floor. But of course it absolutely had to fall off and shatter in the doorway to the front bedroom where all my part works and other stuff is stored, my stash.
Oh, so
which
you
I
know
always
going to
go
be
in,
walking on that. Yeah.
which I always go in bare feet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so now I've got to spend an hour just going around finding every single tiny bit of glass.
Yeah, you don't need it, do you?
No, because
It's always the way, isn't it?
I'll forget, and I'll go in and I'll be like, I need to get me X-Wing out, and I'll be, yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Have you worked out where you're going to put that thing when it's finished?
Well, any of them, I haven't got a clue.
Well, yeah, any of them.
I mean, Iron Man's not so bad because I can stand him up, so whatever. The X-Wing is currently on top of a bookcase, but it's about a foot from the ceiling, and that's without the nose cone and cockpit added.
Yeah.
So that's not going to stay there. And I've got no idea where that's going to go. The Dodge Charger, when it's finished, I can clear a shelf because luckily that's not very tall; it's just long. So
yeah.
But the X-Wing, I haven't got a clue. When they do include a stand for it, but it's a wall mat, and that's no use to me. So I think the bolt attachment underneath is a standard M8 bolt.
Yeah.
So it might be that I can buy you can get short microphone desk stands that have M8 bolt attachments on them. So it might be I can get one of them, and that'll do as a little display stand, and it can go somewhere. But
I'm sure yours did as well. I know Colin's new one will have done, but you almost want something a bit like the tripod that comes with the C922. I don't know if the C920 came with one or not, but Colin will know what I mean.
Yeah,
the 922 tripod.
Yeah, it's like that long.
Yeah,
legs.
I've got a few of them, but they wouldn't hold 5 kilograms.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's the one, Cole. But it probably is far. I forget how heavy part works are.
No, I think because I think the way it's going to work is I don't know how it works. I've not seen it, but I'm going to guess there's some sort of captive nut that goes in the base of the X-Wing.
Yeah,
and you get
it's a cool tripod, though. I must admit.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. They're quite funky, aren't they? It's an M8 bolt, so I assume it's just you need a microphone stand with an M8 thread on it, which is is it, an 8mm standard thread or something?
Yeah.
So so I don't know. Right now it's standing on its engines. But
I can always print you something that'll do it.
It's got to hold
nice sturdy.
Yeah, it'd have to hold 4.5 kilograms, I think, the X-Wing.
Yeah, that's no hardship.
Yeah. But anyway, it's got another year to go on that yet. So I'm not worrying about it just yet. Just yet.
Is it really still a year, even though you're on issue 70 odd?
Oh yeah, well I'm on 60. Well, my 70 something, aren't I? So I've got another 30 issues to go, and it's 5 issues every 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. maybe 6 months. But then again, I might not necessarily build them all as they
You've
come
got to
straight
take
in.
into account as well the current issues. I mean, look at the issues I've been having with me Rossi bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are still a bit messy logistic-wise, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, it's like we were saying on Friday. I think with the Rossi bike, that's actually manufactured in Italy anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas-
They've been brilliant. You know, they
Yeah.
messaged me and said, look, you know, there is a slight delay, but we'll just ship you everything in one super duper big parcel.
Super duper.
And I'm like, yeah, as and when.
I think the X-Wing one is actually manufactured here anyway, so
Yeah.
either that or they've just got a massive stock of it because they anticipated. Because I'm going to guess they would have anticipated the X-Wing would have a much higher sub rate than, say, the Rossi bike.
Yeah, the Rossi bike is a niche thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
So-
you
Either they stocked up massively on the X-Wing, or see, I don't know how they do it. Because imagine if I said to you, like, you know, like you get a model kit and it's got 1,000 pieces.
yeah.
But it's not a problem because you've got 1,000 pieces over like 5 sprues and they just mould them
Yeah.
all on the sprue. Yeah, if I said to you, I want them as a model kit with like 5,000 parts, but they're all different materials like plastic and metal and clear plastic and wood, and they all have to be manufactured at different times across 3 years. And at any point in time, you could have somebody who's on issue 1 and somebody on issue 37. So they have to be constantly manufactured, but all these... I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they do it.
Oh, it is
The logistics of it.
logistically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like...
mean, fair play to them. People knock part works, don't they? And say, oh, they're overpriced. I don't think they are.
no.
Personally, for what you get. And, well, yeah, I mean, I just love the things, to be honest with you. They work for me.
Well, the advantage of the Star Wars, the X-Wing one is, you know, you can say to someone, if they say, oh, the X-Wing, why should I pay $1,000 for that? Because you pay about $3,000 for a Captain Cardboard resin one. You pay about $7,000 for an old, that company, I can't remember, Steve Divsmo's company, I can't remember, I always forget what it's called. Master Replicas one will be about $7,000 now, and all of those are massively out of production. And they're just like either resin or not as accurate. So, you know, $1,000, not that bad. And it's over 2 years anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how they do it. If I said to you, right, how would the logistics of actually running a warehouse where at any point in time anyone can have any of the issue on the first run, of course, you start at a certain date, but 3 weeks later someone can start their subscription, and then a week after that another. But you've got to have all the parts. Do you have to have a warehouse full of every issue ready?
Well, they must, in theory, they must have they must have, like, I don't know, a couple of cases of issues 1 ready to go.
Yeah.
Now they are where they are with it. Like, I don't know. At some point, though, there's a chance that they'll run out of issue 1, and they're going to have to go back to print on it, aren't they?
Yeah, but then it's the things like, it's not just like printing off a sprue. It's like this bit's metal and is made in a foundry. This bit's plastic and is made in a mould. So I'm assuming they're using, like, they're not like Bandai. They don't have their own, like, you know, production facilities. They'll probably just contract them out to third-party manufacturers. So it's like the logistics of it is just I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's up there, isn't it?
Yeah, I get panicky when I try and think about things like that. So it's just like, wow. I used to have to maintain a shift rota for an office of 200 people. So I get the flashbacks when I think about things like that. It's an amazing achievement.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing holding it up for me is manufacture of some of the parts. You know, and it's like...
Well, that's why I'm thinking, because my suspicion is that they contract out the manufacturer each time anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll be different countries in different territories, because I'm going to guess the Rossi bike launched in Italy first.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was Italy, then Japan.
Yeah. So,
you know, for the whole Yamaha tie-up and that. So.
Yeah. So my suspicion would be that as it was launching in Italy, they probably manufactured all the bits in Italy. So when now it launches in the UK, they have to get all the bits from Italy where it's still manufactured.
Yeah.
Whereas the X-Wing is weird, because the X-Wing launched the first in, I think, the US. But then it launched in Europe, and I think it was in Europe before it was here in the UK, but I'm not sure. It's amazing. When you
mate,
the logistics of it.
It's like anything. To me, it's worth doing. You know, I mean, thoroughly enjoyed building mine, I must admit.
Yeah. I must admit, doing this dodge, it's sparked a little tiny interest in me in the whole like 1/8 scale part work cars thing.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot, because I was like, is this a common thing? And apparently it is.
Yeah.
There's a load of companies that do like part works that there's a few French ones that you've never heard of, companies that make just like, there's a Peugeot 205 I think, and you can get a part work of a Citroen 2CV and a Citroen Diane.
Yeah.
And things like that, and then 1/8 scale.
Yeah, to do the Volkswagen Samba bus, the Mini, all sorts, mate.
I read a thing on a forum. Eagle Moss did a little sort of test trial of a Batmobile, 1966 Batmobile.
Yeah.
But apparently it was 1/10 scale, or it was labelled as 1/10 scale, and the community's like, no, that's not how you do it. It's 1/8 scale is the standard for part works. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been established for a long time. And then the blurb said 1/8 scale, and then apparently I don't know if that's ever coming out, but it's a 1/8 scale Batmobile. There's a website for it, but it just says register your interest. So whether they get around to doing it, I don't know. But I don't know about Eagle Moss. I don't know anything about them. So to me, they just do collections of Star Trek ships, which I've seen, and they're a bit.
Yeah, some of them you think, oh, they missed. Yeah.
But the Enterprise looks pretty good, the big Enterprise, and they do the Ecto one, which looks pretty good. Don't know. You said that you expressed interest in the Eleanor, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about doing it. To be honest with you, I've been in touch with Eagle Moss. I'm just waiting for them to get back to me. So negotiations are ongoing.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. There is another company you may not have heard of that might have stuff that you fancy. There's one called Agora Model.
Oh, right.
The guy Agora, he set up the guy that set up Model Space for D'Agostini 10 years ago.
Yes.
And he left, and he's now set up his own part work company called Agora Model, and a lot of it is like just reissues of, say, the Hachette Bismarck or the Hachette Terminator. He's just relabeled them, which is fine. They're just like, it's like UMP doing Stone thing. But they've got I think they've got a Shelby Cobra that's original. Cobra? Mustang, might be a Mustang, I don't know.
It's one of them where I'd like to explore it more, but obviously I can't afford to go out and buy them all the time. The Rossi bike is out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to get anyone to send me one yet. You know what I mean? So it could well be that my channel is not as large as say yourself or Chris. You know what I mean?
But I've seen small little channels.
Yeah, I mean,
giving out the codes and the URLs because they've been sent the stuff. So
Fanom are currently sort of dealing with. It's gone to the marketing department and they'll be in touch. So they've not said no yet.
Yeah, some of these things take time sometimes.
Absolutely. So I'm exploring possibilities because there are some out there that I'd really like to have a go at. But definitely the Eleanor one's one I've been thinking of doing for a long time. So
yeah, I have no knowledge of such matters.
Yeah,
what this car
Shelby
is,
Mustang.
What it means. I know what a Shelby Mustang is, but I don't know.
Yeah, GT 500. If I won the lottery, that's the car I'd buy.
Yeah.
Can't believe you've never seen Gone in 60 Seconds.
Why
Fox.
would I want to watch a film about car racing when I have no interest in car racing?
It's not about car racing.
Says the bloke who's building the Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. A film about car thieving and racing.
No, but I do love muscle cars.
Hence, Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor.
Yeah, but it's more, why have I not watched the film? Why would I watch the film?
It's a Nicolas Cage classic, man.
It's got Angelina Jolie in it.
That does nothing. That does nothing for me. It's not my type, man. It's not. No. Angelina Jolie doesn't do anything for me, I'm afraid.
She's got a nice smile.
Yeah. I'm more the English Rose type, I think, than the they're that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I just point out this little Nurgling that's hanging off this guy? He's got like a big horn on his backpack, and there's a Nurgling hanging off the backpack, waving a bell around.
You're now showing on YouTube a guy with a big horn.
Let me see if I can zoom in so I can show you my horn in all its glory.
That's all I'm saying, Fox.
You need to say no more words. Right, where's me?
Yeah, I swear, if you say "Where's me horn," I'm
I'm going to be chewing the bench.
I don't even if it, no, it'll come out on screen, but
I hope your horn won't come out on the screen.
well, hey, yes, you've got the backpack there. You've got this very impressive horn, and then hanging off the horn is a Nurgling with the cheesiest grin on his face. He's like, "Yeah."
There are some brilliant Nurglings in that range.
I do love the look on the Nurgling's face. They always look like they're having a great time.
Yeah.
And I have to say, when you compare like the models to the artwork that you see, like you see all the paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you see paintings of like Death Guard and Nurgle and Mortarion and stuff, all the Nurglings look like really like serious, like little demons, like little demon. Yet when you see them on the models, they're just like little kids messing about. They've got cheesy grins and they're having a great time. There's a certain fun to them, which you don't see in the actual art.
Fun and frivolity.
Yeah. Like, I love the guy that's got a Nurgling in front of him, but the Nurgling's wearing a Space Marine helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
And he's got this, like, real defiant pose, like, oh yeah, I'm a big man now. And he's just a little Nurgling wearing a Space Marine helmet. It's like, yeah. Mac says to me in New Carl, I've had the same problems with the half-scale alien part work. The publishers have been brilliant though. Parts 5, 6, 7, 8 shipped on the 28th.
Oh yeah, I can't fault at all.
Yeah.
Model Space and D'Agostini. They have been absolutely brilliant all the way through. Apologies, all of that lot, and my philosophy is, look, it's beyond your control, don't worry about it.
Not what you can do. Mac says, Hachette is the name of the company here in France. No, that's not the one that's doing the Peugeot, that's IMX or something, or IXF or something. I know Hachette, because I'm doing the X-Wing. No.
You do realise you're going to end up just as an assembler at this rate.
That's all right. Yeah, I know Hachette, because I've done the Warhammer Conquest stuff.
That was it. I knew the name from somewhere.
Yes, but yeah,
Chris has done an Hachette, hasn't he?
I think it's IMX or he did the Terminator, which was Hachette, I think.
That's it.
Hachette's D'Agostini is you wouldn't think it, but I think they're actually English originally. Yeah. But D'Agostini is a global company, heavily Indian owned and English owned. They're like a big multimedia company.
Yes.
And part works and publications is just one of the things they do. Whereas Hachette is very similar. They're all like publishers that also do part works. But D'Agostini's weird. D'Agostini's in so many different things that's nothing to do with anything about part works.
Yeah.
Like medical stuff.
Fingers in many pies.
Yeah, medical stuff and dictatorships and human slavery and space travel. All of those are completely made up, of course.
Yeah, but it is, for me, I think it's a huge market. And, it's obvious because, years ago you used to get the odd part work, whereas now, pretty much every week there's a new one being launched on something.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, they are great because they're great for, like, the non-model maker. If you're not a model maker but you want to build a model of something, then your options are to pay someone to do it, which costs you a fortune, to buy a fully assembled museum quality big one of something, which costs you a fortune, or do part work, which may not have all the bells and whistles of a full on thing, but it'll still look damn good. I've lost another bell now.
Well, just move your feet around a bit, dude. You'll probably find it.
No, it's a big bell that time. Oh, my iPad fell over and everything.
Oh, he's falling apart, Si, isn't he, eh?
Here we go. JC Bricks and Bill says IXO are the ones doing the 205 and also the Porsche 917. That's it.
That 917 looks awesome.
Yeah, they do a Peugeot 205, which was quite cool. Proper 1980s. Right, where's this bell?
Oh, there it is. Ooh.
I've no idea where this bell, which is even bigger and therefore harder to hide and missing lack of.
Oh dear.
What have you done, Carl?
I leant over and stretched, and the fan I've got going, it blew some wind.
Ooh.
In a very convenient and ticklish position.
Was there a trade wind in the gaubles?
Yeah, there was a slight undulation around the gills, should we say? Yeah,
Right,
I was like,
I've lost half this bell now, and it's
like,
the. Si, what are those bells called? The big bells that they carry around with the. It's like a bell of souls, isn't it? Or something?
What are they called?
Yeah, the big bells.
Bells, mate.
Bells.
Bells.
Called bells.
They do all have names, I'm sure of them. I think they're like special fancy ass war gear, aren't they?
Probably the bell of lost souls.
Like it's a bell of lost souls, a bell of decaying souls, or
Bell of
not
souls.
using any of them.
Right, I've got
Please
no
don't,
idea where
mate.
this thing's gone. I've even got the phone torch out.
Neris.
oh, it's serious now. To
And the thing
talk
is,
about.
which means it's going to be like right in front of me all the time. I'm going to be like, for Festa's sake.
Yeah, it's going to be right
See what I did
between
there?
your big toe and the toe next to it, mate.
No, it's not a little one like the last one. This is a big ass chunk
Let's
of
all not
plastic.
laugh at Fox.
Also, I'm dying for a wee, which doesn't help.
I don't know.
I do not want to have to go through the rubbish bag.
It's going to
There's a chance
happen.
that somehow I threw it away.
Bet it's on the bench. Cellularity.
This is not a good state of affairs. I'm really hungry and I need to go for a wee. So,
Go for a wee, mate. I'll just read a bit of chat for you, mate. So
No,
you've got to go. You've got to go.
I need to find this bell.
I'm pretty sure, though, dude, if you stood up to go for a wee, you'd find the bell.
No. The universe doesn't work that way. Not for me.
I'm trying not to think outside thinking at the moment.
I mean, it would. You would literally step on it.
It could be in this enormous pile of. It's probably this enormous pile of hundreds of dudes who are all the same colour as the piece I'm missing.
Well, I just want to clarify, I haven't got it.
No, neither have I.
I think one of you've got it.
Yeah.
A big boy took it and run away.
You haven't put it on the end of your pink straw, have you, mate?
Pink straw. What's that secret you're keeping? I don't know. It's not attached to me mat. It's not. It's still on the sprue, is it? That would be a real FFS scenario.
Oh, if it's still on the sprue, yeah, that'd be
No,
hilarious.
because I'm sure.
Have you had super glue at any point today?
No.
Could it be on your forehead?
No, I've not eaten at all. Okay, so it's not there. There is this damn piece. I don't know where it's gone now. Das ist nicht wichtig.
You didn't think it was trash like you thought the other bit was trash earlier,
No,
did you?
because it's enormous and you can't really miss it. I'm going to have to go through the goddamn bag, aren't I?
Probably.
Got to go through the trash bag. I've got news for you. There is no bathroom. Not a tuba.
John motorcycle.
I'm sure I had it in my hand like just moments ago, live on the telly box.
Crikey.
You put it somewhere safe, didn't you?
I don't know. I'm going to put these other bits in this tin there just for the obvious reasons.
Oh, bless you.
It's like that bell there, but it's the other half of it. And
oh, it's a small piece.
yeah, just tiny little thing. Oh. Gottendammerung.
Oh, dear, oh, Lord.
I'm going to literally pick up every single one of these models now and see what's left.
Right. That needs to go in there.
No, just in case it's got stuck on something. Because these are all covered in spikes, so...
Could it have been eaten by the carpet monster?
It's been eaten by a grue. God damn it.
Successful greebelage.
Then I'll never find it. Oh no, you were eaten by a grue. Oh, again. At least one person in the chat might get that.
Maybe.
Don't you play D&D?
No.
Oh, okay, so, yeah. Never mind.
That would be Adam you're thinking of, sir.
Yes, he would know exactly what that meant.
Yes.
Right. Just arse. Maximo arseness. I don't know where this bell's gone. It's probably stuck in my fold of my trousers or something.
Probably.
I'll just check the turn-ups on me. Yeah, no, not in there.
The good news is that means you are wearing trousers, which is
I'm
good to
always
know.
wearing trousers. I never not wear trousers now, nor nothing neither. I'll leave you to
right.
untangle that one. In your own time. I'm going to get the torch on again and go around the floor again just to make sure. Because, you know, it'll be in the most frustrating place when I find it.
Well, yeah,
And I'll be like, really?
that's the rules.
Them's the rules. Do 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 do. I'm under the desk. It's not exciting.
I'm waiting for you to whack your head.
This is the advantage
gonna
of
happen,
being
isn't it?
streamed by yourself, you see. Ugh. Well, I think I'll have to stop building that dude for now. And move on to the next one. God damn it.
It'll turn up, dude.
Yeah, I'll have to up to the bag of rubbishage.
Have you got any shoes or anything near your desk that it could have fallen in?
No. No, the only thing it could have fallen into is my box of stuff, which doesn't really help. Box of like bits and bobs and gloves, or the trash bag. But I don't remember throwing it away or anything. I don't. It was a big chunk. The little piece looked like a bit of plastic.
Is that the Lord of the Contagion that you're building?
Yeah.
Okay, I know how big that bell is.
It's the Noxious Blightbringer.
Still,
Yeah.
pretty huge bell.
Yeah, it's that big.
You'd know you'd thrown it away.
Yeah, like the little bell, I thought was just a piece of scrap plastic, and I put it in the bag by mistake. But the big bell, you can't really mistake that for anything other than half a bell.
No.
How very frustrating. Ning. I literally had it on. I'm sure I literally had it on the bench in my hand. I'm sitting on the floor now. I'm still here. I'm sitting on the
No, that's
floor.
all right, mate. You carry on.
I'm sitting on the floor, meditating. Let me go through this bag here. Bag o' gloves. Sometimes things fall into my bag o' gloves. Put that down there. Right. This is where I find like 6 bolt casters or something. Oh,
This is where you find something that you thought you'd lost like years ago.
Yeah, there's that Tempesta Cyanarm. Oh, but actually, I found a tube for my paintbrushes.
Tubularity.
Paintbrush tube.
Tubularity.
I'm going to have to empty the trash bag, aren't
Yeah.
Probably.
I? Right. Now, luckily, it's mostly just tissues because it's where I put all my painting tissues.
I don't want to know what tissues you've got in your bin, sir.
It's what I use when I'm cleaning my brushes. But the only downside is that a lot of the bits of tissue will have been like soaked in isopropyl when I clean my desk down. So I may get a bit loopy. I'll have to be assaulted by all the fumes in the world. So
Fumes.
I do hope you can all hear me okay, by the way, still.
No, I can still hear
We
you,
can
mate.
eat surprisingly well, to be fair.
Okay. Right, let's take all this crap out then. Not the first time I've had to do this. It is the one downside of having your trash bag on the end of your desk. Well, that was a bad move.
At least with a modelling trash bag, generally you don't get general rubbish in it.
Yeah,
So
there'll be
it's-
no like dubious things in here. It's literally just modelling trash. There's a few crisp packets, but other than that, modelling trash, tissue things, and painting, cocktail sticks. There's hundreds of cocktail sticks. All the cocktail sticks in the bird. La 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 la. I can smell the alcohol. Woohoo! Matron. I bet it's not here, you know.
probably. I just didn't want to tell you that until you finished.
It will not be here. This is where I realised I actually already glued it to the model or something. It's already on
That
the
would
model.
also be quite comical.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say quite common then. I was about to agree. It would be quite common. Have you actually already attached it? Yeah. All I've got now is Inigo in my head from yesterday's live stream going, Inigo, I need that bell. No. Did you see it yesterday, Si? The Skyrim stream?
So I caught some of it, but I was mainly listening.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's a bit where I wanted Inigo. I didn't know if Inigo could do mining. There it is!
He's found it.
Success!
It was in the trash bag. Always in the trash bag. No, I didn't know because Inigo can do a lot, so I thought, I wonder if Inigo can do some mining for me because I'm in this mine mining gold or something. I'm like, there's crap on the floor now. God damn it. So I said, Inigo, can you go over there and mine that malachite? And he just went, no. I'm like, wait, what? What kind of response is that?
Broken.
Because you can press Y to ask him to do something. And he said, "What would you have me do?" And I clicked on the Malachite ore and said, "Mine that." And he went, "No." I'm like, "What?" And then I did it again. And he went, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." I'm like, and he never said it again. So I'm like, did I just imagine that he just went, "No"? It's not that's not an argument. Imagine the world leader doing that. So I think we need to increase spending to our health system. No.
No.
Right, I've now got like a pile of crap on the floor that I've small particulates. I don't know. Can't believe
You
that.
will have to Google later.
Can't believe that wasn't the trash bag. That's probably one of only like 3 times that I've actually looked everywhere and then finally found it in the trash bag. Because normally I'll look everywhere for something. I'll put it off to the very end. I'll look everywhere, and as a last resort, I'll go in the trash bag, and it won't be there, and then I'll find it somewhere else on the desk in front of me.
Yeah, the spider pig for your trouble, right?
Dave's in chat. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello,
You're
Dave.
my wife now.
My wife now, Dave. What is that from? I can't remember what that's from. Is that from that?
League of Gentlemen.
Yep, League of
Proper
Gentlemen.
vassally.
So if I was to go, everybody look at the moon, is that the same series? No, it's not, is it?
No.
What was that?
Local people.
What was that
Western
series
Basin.
with the tall guy that played the vampire in the IT crowd? And there was another guy, and one of the
What?
things.
No,
Was,
Phil, do you mean the Mighty Boosh?
that's
Yeah,
the
the
Mighty
Mighty
Boosh, that's
Boosh.
it. I only watched 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I just remember for some reason in my head is stuck the phrase, "Everybody look at the moon."
Yeah, I love No Phil.
I don't know.
Genius.
Right, can I go for a great big wee now?
Yeah,
Look.
Yes.
vassally. Yeah.
Look with your eyes.
Let's get the chat louder. Dear
Right, I'm going for a great big wee. I'll turn the microphone off to spare your blushes. Bye.
Yeah, no
Bye,
worries.
bye.
Gary Reynolds is saying that Eagle Moss are doing Space 1999 Eagles. I take it he
Oh.
didn't read that out.
No, because Fox would probably want one.
I'll tell you something, that would be a good part work, wouldn't it?
It would.
JC Bricks and Builds, I know someone who knocked the Ashett part works, bought both the Gage Scotsman and the Mallard at £700 each. Pre-built ones are over £1,000. Bloody hell. Paul Lines is saying, Fox, have a feel round and you'll find the bell. Hey.
Well, he did. He found it.
Max McGinn says, what would you think if Partworks did the Max Ford Falcon Interceptor? I would get one, mate, to be honest with you. If they did that motor, I'd get it. Purely and simply because I've been after the Ioshima kit for yonks, and they go for silly money. So, yeah, if they did a Mad Max Ford Falcon, mate, yeah, Festa would be hooked. Lynn saying model making guru, look by the iPad. Paul Lines is saying, I bet the bell was smaller than Fox thinks it is. That's usually the way. Gary Reynolds says it's probably at the back of his tablet. Candygram for Mongo says, I know the Gru reference from the first computer game I ever played, Zork, and it was still one of his favourites.
Wow.
The first computer game I played was one of those role-playing games where it's you've entered a room and on your right is a table. It was an old DOS game. That's how long ago it was.
I think the first game I ever played, granted, it isn't that old. Well, it's old enough. It's probably one of the Simon the Sorcerer games.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where I think Sierra put those out, I think.
God, hey, that's a brand. Yeah, I can remember them, Sierra. I think they did Professor Tim's Incredible Machines, wasn't it? Was that one of theirs?
Yeah, I think so. They started those games where they were story games, weren't they? And they were like
I'm back.
hey dude, they had
Hello,
actual
mate.
like filmed footage that made up part of the game.
I broke my
That's
trousers.
right, yeah.
You
You
broke your
haven't.
kecks. How do you break your
I broke my
kecks?
This the zip's done that thing where the zip kind of unhooks itself and you end up with a big hole under the zip and above the zip, and there's no way to
Yes.
One simple task.
I know.
As long as you didn't trap yourself in
Oh,
your
no,
trousers,
no.
'cause that is
Oh,
the
I
most
did-
painful thing.
But it's the only
I
pair
did
of
that
shorts I've got
once.
that fit me anymore, and I'm a bit knackered now.
I did that once, Si, on a pair of jeans with the brass zip, and 2 of the brass prongs come off and got stuck in.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a trip to A&E to have them taken out,
Ouch.
ouch.
and it was proper smarting. Oh, it's bringing tears to my eyes just thinking about it.
I can imagine.
Oh, I'm bringing tears to my eyes just thinking about it.
God, they say childbirth's painful.
They know nothing.
You shut your chap in your flies, mate. You don't have to know about it.
Your gentleman's sausage becomes a gentleman's wiener.
Oh, mate, it is.
Right, I might have fixed it. Hang on. Live on telly, I'm fiddling with my fly. Can you believe this?
Oh, my God. Foxx is... Yeah. And
As long
moving
as
on,
your pink straw doesn't slip out.
Frankie Goes to Wobblywood says Ashet are offering an Opel Manta GTE and a 1.8 part work. Oh, are you getting that, are you, Frank?
Ooh. Even I'd be up for that.
Apparently, someone's doing
Colin's gone a bit quiet now.
the Space 1999 stuff. Foxx
Yeah,
is a part work.
the Eagle.
Wait, there's no part. Oh, no, there's a part work, but it's not a part work. It's basically you get little ones. I think it's eagle moss, and I think you just get them in the post. You don't make them. I don't think. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
that'd be so appropriate if the Eagle Moss are doing Eagles.
But I said my dream part work would be like a Federation runabout or an Eagle transporter, but a proper part work where you build it up over 2 years.
Yeah.
But Eagle Moss tend to do a lot of you just get 5 spaceships in it with each magazine kind of thing,
Yeah.
which doesn't interest me, that kind of stuff. So I think you get like 2 or 3 of them, and they're quite big, but they're like 11 inches or something, like half the scale of the one I did, which was 22 inches.
Half the scale.
Half the
Okay,
scale.
Scale?
It's a mistake.
Scale?
Half the scale.
What a mistake to make.
I was going to say Arnold's in.
Right, so I found my lost bell. I fixed my zipper. It's an action-packed program so
You're
far.
good,
Right?
you are, mate.
I know. I've
You
fixed.
really are. You're diversifying, aren't you?
I fixed my gentleman's escape hatch live on telly.
I am on the last bag.
Nice,
That's my
babe.
update.
And there's your pink straw.
My big straw.
Straw, you like. See, that is strangely captivating.
Worried about you, Carl.
Obey the pink straw.
See, the thing is I kind of. It's a bit like the time tunnel, isn't it? You think, I want to go and have a look in the pink straw, and it's, yeah.
I can whistle there.
I know.
Crikey, what did you eat last night?
All the things. All the
Oh,
things.
Dan, you're so childish. That's the sort of thing I'd do.
Absolutely.
I love that. It's like, yeah, I'd be blowing bubbles.
Have you ever tried doing that with the McDonald's milkshake? It doesn't end well.
Doesn't end well, does it?
Either
No.
you get covered in milkshake or your lungs collapse. One of the two.
Yeah, you do it so hard that the lid flies off, and it's not a good look.
We used to, when I was a kid at school, and McDonald's was still kind of new in the UK at that time. We used to joke basically that black holes were caused by people trying to drink a McDonald's milkshake, but sucking too hard, and it just ended up sucking the entire universe in. Because you had to the straws you get from McDonald's back in those days were terrible.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I appreciate their being eco-friendly with their paper straws.
Oh, the paper
they're
straws are
useless.
They are
useless.
absolutely. They're fine for Coke. They're absolutely useless for McDonald's milkshake.
Yeah, they're about as much use as tits on fish.
Yep. Now I really want a
Useless.
McDonald's, but the problem I have with that is I can only get McDonald's from Uber, and Uber are gash.
Yeah.
Because do you know what annoys me about Uber? There's nowhere to put your house number.
No.
So every time I order something that involves an Uber delivery driver, I feel sorry because they have to phone me and say, "Hi, which house number is it?" I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like, do they not?
Yeah. It's a simple web form.
Yeah,
Duh.
it's like you can put your street name. Okay. What house do you live at? You don't need to know that. What?
Yeah.
What? Do you want to know which house? No. And it always defaults me to the other end of the avenue
Yeah.
on the map, and you can't change that. It's like, oh, for crying out loud! At least Deliveroo know what the hell they're doing. Simpletons.
Well, we have that a lot with couriers and that, because the house that I live in, like the houses are at the end of the alley, so not everyone knows they're there. It's really weird, and it's like, yeah, postman will be or the courier will be like, "I've been looking ages for this place." Well, it ain't my fault.
I don't know if I trust someone who said I live at the end of an alley.
Yeah.
Where'd you live? Down the back of the alley.
Yeah, go down the end of the alley where no one dares go. That's where I lives.
The alley down the back of Dunbeach Street, you know what I mean?
I lives there with my orc buddies.
With an H or an O. Orc with an O. That'd be weird. I confuse orc with an O. Wait, what?
See, but you know, if I played the tabletop game, I would do the voices.
Of course you would.
Oh,
have to,
you
wouldn't you?
wouldn't be the only one.
I
Believe
like the way you avoid having to remember the name of the tabletop game by saying, if I played tabletop game,
Yeah.
if I played insert game name here.
Yeah, you like the way I did that. It opens up a wealth of opportunities.
It means...
Well, what do you think it's called, Colin?
Eh?
What do you think it's called?
Warhammer.
But so far,
yeah, almost.
I'd give it to you though.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
What?
It's
Warhammer 40k?
That's
There
the
you
one.
go. Yeah, Warhammer's a game that doesn't exist anymore.
God, you're such rivet counters, you
We
two,
are.
aren't you?
And you know why?
he never said the 40k, you know.
Well, no, it's because Warhammer is what used to be Warhammer Fantasy, which was the fantasy tabletop
Yeah.
game,
Yeah,
which is
different
now
rule
Age of
set.
Sigmar. So technically, you're kind of right, but the wrong game.
That's why you both squirmed then, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Do. Yeah, I tell you what I saw the other day, actually, which confused me.
Or gold.
I follow a YouTube channel called Invicta, and they do little sort of short-form half-hour documentaries about historical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what were the Roman soldiers really like? What was life like as a Roman soldier? It was a lot of Roman stuff. What was the ancient Greek, you know, this, that, and the other. And the one that I watched the other day was like, it was talking about the winged cavalry of Kislev.
Yeah.
But they'd done it as if it was like a real place with real... And it's like, here's the armour they wore, here's how they were made, here's where they came from, here's the society they lived in. And it's like, wait, they're actually humans in Age of Sigmar? And I thought, no, it's Warhammer Fantasy, isn't it? Yeah. And I suddenly thought, I don't know if you'll know this, Sam, what happened to all the humans in like Age of Sigmar? Are they just gone now? You can't play them? Because I know the world doesn't exist anymore.
As in the Empire?
Yeah, because Kislev was like... Kislev is like Poland or somewhere. It's kind of...
It's a good question, one that I've never really thought about.
Yeah, because I suddenly thought anybody that like invested all these monies in these human armies for Warhammer Fantasy and now can't play them because in Age of Sigmar none of that exists.
Well, I would hesitate to guess as to that's why they're bringing back Warhammer: The Old World
Yeah, that's probably...
as like its own kind of rule set, because there's still no like Britannia for Age of Sigmar,
Yeah,
which realistically is like the equivalent of Cadia.
Well, there's no human stuff at
Okay.
all, is there? Because there's just the Sigmarines and that's it.
Yeah,
There you go. I finished our dude.
and dude,
Look at the...
Oh,
look,
you've done well. I'm
look
proud
at
of
the
you,
Nurgling
soldier.
on his he's hanging off his pauldron. Look, he's hanging off the pauldron. That's so cool. And look, Nurgling butt.
Nurgling.
Nurgling butt. I have to paint a butt crack. Yes.
Yeah, builder's bump. You've got to.
Make sure you shade it well.
I always like to
Yeah.
shade the butt properly. I've actually got a cut I want to do on my Mortarion as well. Yeah, so I suddenly thought, like, you know, because I didn't know anything about like the original fantasy, so I didn't realise it was just set in an alternative version of the actual world. So, like, you know, there's England and Germany and France, but they're kind of... So I like the fact this channel that normally does historical documentaries did a historical documentary on the winged horseman cavalry of Kislev as if it was all real. They gave it the same treatment as if they're talking about Spartans or, you know, Roman legionaries. It was quite cool.
That sounds very cool.
But their animation's too slow. I don't like it. There seems to be a trend at the minute. You know, have you ever seen the channel Kurzgesagt, where they explain science stuff?
I'm afraid not.
Oh man, you don't know about Burbs. It's like a little a channel where they do an animated episode once every couple of months and it explains some kind of scientific thing like black holes or whatever. But it's really endearing animation. They have these little birds everywhere called Burbs. And that's the characters, and they're just... It's a really nice... Everybody tries to rip it off over the last 5-6 years. Everybody's ripping it off, but everybody animates too slowly.
Yeah.
There's one called the Infographics Show, which is it's basically a rip-off of Kurzgesagt. But like there'll be a guy there, and he'll have like this kind of like cel-shaded stuff, and he'll be doing something, but it'll be like this. And it'll be like, no, that's too slow.
Far too slow.
Animate it faster. Oh, and it's so annoying. Yeah, if you've not watched Kurzgesagt, go and watch it. It's great. One of the best channels there is. Have you subscribed
yet? As
yet?
good as Craftsman.
No one is as good as Craftsman. No one is as good as Craftsman. I'll hear no word about it like that.
I've never watched a Craftsman video. You can talk, Mister. Don't even know who Duncan is. A few weeks ago.
I do now.
Yeah, but I have time. I can catch up.
Colin has gone under the bus. He's on the bus. He's underneath it. It's so desperate.
Craftsman. Oh, Craftsman.
What's Colin thinking right now? It's so dark under this bus.
Hey, mate, I don't mind being under there. I didn't know who
song about it. Any Smith song, only ever 3 notes.
How did I manage to change and get the focus right onto Colin so quickly? Really good.
It's a talent.
But you've not got out from under the bus yourself, mate, because you're still under there for not knowing who Craftsman and Craftsman are.
Your iPad under a Cole, so you can show me some Craftsman.
Colin, you have some instruction. Max McGinn explains that eventually when you do build your orc army, when you play as orcs at Warhammer World, you have to shout "Wag" when you destroy something, because the orc word for war is "Wag," so you have to shout that because that's what orcs do.
Wag.
That was pretty good, actually. That was a good one.
So every time you destroy something as an orc player, when we go to
I
Warhammer
am
World, we've got
Festa, the boneless king of the orcs. With an H.
If you're a coward, would you be a boneless chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Go back under the bus.
So when we do eventually get to go to Warhammer World, I expect you to have a good enough army to field, and we can rent a table for a few hours, and then
I'll probably turn up dressed as an orc.
Orc. With an H or an O?
With O even.
With an A. Wait,
yeah,
that's a flying
with
orc.
an H.
That's a flying orc.
Walking around in the bird saw. I said orcs, not an orc. Oh, right.
Orc with an O. What? I'll confuse an ornithologist. For some reason, it's really warm, but I'm only like hot and sweaty here in the crook of my elbow. I don't know why. The rest of me is absolutely fine. It's just that one spot in my elbow.
Don't worry about what you've been doing with that elbow, then.
Also, I have to ask: is that actually called the elbow? That on the inside bit there? Like that bit's the elbow, but what's that bit called?
Inner elbow.
It's a solid question.
It is. It's a good question, isn't it? Like you've got the back of the knee, but that's not the back of the elbow, is it?
For the longest time, I thought it was the weenus, but it's not.
No, it's the inner elbow, mate.
Is it the inner elbow?
Inner elbow, yeah.
Well, it's like I asked before, didn't I? I said when you've got the human foot, and you've got like the ankle at the back, but what's the bit where it goes from the leg to the foot? That bit called that's not the ankle. That's not the. There's that part of the ankle. It's the same kind of thing. What do you call that? It's not the shin, and it's not the foot. It's the.
Wait, what bit?
Heel with H.
I'll have to draw it now, won't I?
Yeah,
No.
it sounded like you were describing the heel.
No.
Yeah.
Hang on. No, because where's my pen? You've got the human squiggly hugs. You've got the human leg there, yes.
Yes. Welcome to
there
anatomy
you
with
go.
Foxx.
There you go.
You've got the human leg there, and then you have the heel here, and then the foot. And
Yes,
you've got toes. So that's the heel.
Yes.
That's the that's the shin.
Yes.
That's the arch. What's this bit? What's that bit?
Well, that's your ankle.
No, because your
That's
ankle.
your instep, isn't it?
No, because if you look at the leg, you've got the leg. Draw a fresh one. You've got the back of the foot there. That's your ankle there. So what's the inside bit here? This bit.
Instep.
No, because the instep's. Is it?
Instep. Yeah, instep's top of your foot up to where it joins your leg.
No, so it's the instep.
Yeah, instep.
No, I don't like feet anyway. Feet can just.
It's
go away.
the inner part of the bit you step on, i.e. the inner part of your foot. Yeah.
Teachings with Festa.
Learnings.
Yeah.
Festa will always be here to give us nice brain droppings.
Oh, mate, useless information. King of.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Max McGinn says again, he's aiming it at me, but it's for your attention. He says, the best thing about orcs is if they lose a battle, they consider it as a win because they had a fight. So either way, they always win because they like to fight.
Absolutely. It's a win-win, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you win? Yeah. But you lost.
That's
Yeah, see the other
all the
bloke.
boys that are dead. That just means there's more teeth for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teeth, of course, is the money. If your best mate gets killed in battle, brilliant. Take his teeth. There you go. You're rich. Hey.
See, I've got to be an orc because when I have my teeth out, I'm going to ask for them back. So, it's currency, isn't it?
That's money, that.
Well, I mean, they are yours. Why did someone else get them?
Yeah.
Called for.
Yeah. It's like, no, they've caused me a lot of grief. I now want to take an hammer and cause them grief.
Yeah. What you have to do is powder them down and put them into something. You know what you could do? Make a weathering powder out of your ground up powdered teeth. Find some use for them. In fact, you could make like a pearlescent, because pearlescent paints used to have like pearl in them and bone, ground up bone in them. So in the olden days,
it's Festa tooth paint, isn't it?
Tooth paint. This model will always have a little bit of Festa in it. How come? Because it literally has a little bit of Festa in it. Oh, okay.
Candy Graham from Mongo says, Colin got rivet counted on the name of a tabletop game. What sad times are we living in?
We're living in the best sad times. That's what times we're living in. Well, it's only because if you say, "I'll meet me at 5 o'clock at the shop and we'll play some Warhammer," some guy turns up with a load of like.
I'd bring like Bretonians or something, and you'd bring fucking
Space Marines,
Space Orcs, and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I bring a load of knights on horseback, and you bring like some like Death Guard. It'd be like, that's not balanced. So it's not really rivet counting. It's more just like saying, "What should we have for dinner? Beef. Here's some spaghetti." I thought we said beef. Oh, I thought you meant spaghetti when you said beef. Oh, right. I don't know where I was going with that. I'll shut up.
I've got no idea where he was going.
I don't know what I'm doing.
He don't know what he's doing, does he, Mary?
I don't know nothing.
We'll just pretend it worked.
Was that a good accent? I don't know. I don't know.
Underneath the arches.
I can't get close enough to the microphone to do it, though. Because you've got to do it quietly. That was right. You were coming right in my ear, then. Which is the correct way to do it.
Jesus.
You were coming in my ear.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he just said
Charlie
that.
FM, coming in your ear.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's the overrated Warhammer section of the show.
I've got an email from Publishers Ad Maven. Grand Slam winners, best ad network. Ad Maven is the best ad network, so they say. Thank you for choosing Ad Maven as the best network for 2021. I don't even know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
Bye.
Who are you with your bothersome emails?
Bothersome? Denny.
Yeah. Cheap.
Yeah. What am I doing? I need to ask the audience a question. Right, here's the thing, right? Can you hear this? Could you hear that when I was sanding it? Tell me in chat. Now I've changed my audio settings. Before, when I was sanding, you wouldn't hear it because it was underneath the threshold.
So will it apply if we can hear it?
Well, yeah.
Yes, I could hear it very clearly.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Because until now it was underneath the threshold. I see what you did there. I like that.
Good, wasn't it?
You thought ahead of that one and figured out where I was going. I'm impressed.
Oh, we're good, mate. We are good, aren't we?
Yes, cool. Philly says it's from Phoenix Nights. Yes, on Phoenix Nights they used to have they used to have like Chorley FM radio. They'd be like, Chorley FM, coming in your ear, 24 hours a day. You might
garlic bread.
You might not know, Cole, because you're a southerner. You probably wouldn't have watched Phoenix Nights.
Peter Kay.
You wouldn't have understood it though, being a southerner.
Oh right, okay.
That is true. I just thought the biggest joke was the North.
So
that was weak. Your Mickey Foo is weak.
Your Mickey Foo?
Taking a Mickey, yeah. Well, I'm trying to be polite and friendly. You've already dropped the F-bomb on my live stream. I have to tell you that, by the way.
Have I?
I know. Yeah.
Bad lad.
When?
When you said the F word.
Said the F word about 2.5 minutes back.
The answer's in the question. When you said the F word is when you dropped the F bomb.
I don't remember saying the F word. Chat, did I say the F word, or are they imagining it?
Yeah, no, you did.
You did.
I don't recall.
I don't know.
Yeah, play it back. What are we now in the stream? What's the time?
That's the entire convent no longer subscribing to my channel.
It was just before we did our Flanagan and Allen bit.
Flanagan and Allen.
Oh, damn, we need to get out more.
Yeah, the best thing is half Roddies don't even know who the hell Flanagan and Alan even are.
I don't.
Or if they didn't know who they were, they wouldn't know. Even if they knew the name, they wouldn't know what we were actually doing because they wouldn't recognise what we were doing. But people find it funny because they love us anyway.
Well, we do. We just find anything funny, don't we?
The best. Oh, we've done that one. Phil East says the Adeptus Ridiculous Orc episode. I don't know what Adeptus Ridiculous is, but it sounds fantastic. Turtle Scale Model says, when I had my toe chopped off, I asked if I could keep it, and they said no. They went, no.
Yeah, my mate's got the end of his finger in a bottle.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it'd be better on his hand, wouldn't it? But yeah.
I'd play a tabletop war game of orcs versus French Napoleonic troops, says Candygram. I would pay to watch that. I would seriously pay to watch that.
Model Maker Dave's Workshop says,
Hi,
Sai
Dave.
said the F word. Sai said the F word.
I don't remember saying the F
Hey
word.
Dave, it's nice to have you in the chat.
And Dave.
Or Dave.
I don't, Dave.
I don't know.
You're my wife now.
You. Denny. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a bit slow there. You're a bit slow, but out of sync there, I think. You're slacking, weren't you? You weren't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I don't know. Can't get the staff.
Can't get the staff. See, the one time that you wanted me to get it right and I wasn't paying attention.
I know. Honestly. It's almost like you never listen to anything I say.
Pardon?
Here all week, try the fish. Oh. For some reason,
loads
right?
of greebles that can be used on the Valkyrie left over from this.
Ooh.
Ooh, mint.
Matron. For some reason, I've got the window open, and obviously outside it's warm and nice and sunny. And for some reason, all I can smell from outside is not cut grass, despite the fact that every single one of our neighbours is cutting the grass. All I can smell is like 1970s children's paddling pool smell.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody else get it. When I was a little kid in the 70s, on a hot summer's day, occasionally, Dad would once every now and then, Dad would go out to one of the little sort of supermarkets or the little hardware stores, and if they had one, you'd buy a little cheap kiddie paddling pool, fill it with water.
Yeah.
And by the end of the week, it'd just be full of grass and stuff and,
Yeah.
worms. But they were like plastic things. They always had that red, blue and white stripe.
Yeah.
But they had this specific smell that I can't really put into words, and for some reason that's all I can smell coming through the window at the minute is 1970s kiddie paddling pool. Now I know for a fact that there are the only children that live near me. Next door has a young lad, but they're away at the minute. And next door, but on the other side, has a little girl, but she's too small for that kind of thing. So I don't know where it's coming from. Unless I'm having a severe neurological issue. Something's really, really weird. But it's a fantastically time-travelling smell. It's like, oh, I'm back to being a kid again. It's July. I'm not in school. There's a paddling pool that's just full of grass. I don't know why. There's always bits of grass in it. And there's always Go on.
No, there was always grass and worms and There
was always one dead worm.
Yeah.
And there was always at some point there'd always be one little black beetle that you'd have to rescue.
Yeah.
Somehow always managed to get in there. Anybody who didn't grow up in the 1970s, you won't have got that smell, because once the 70s finished, it was the 80s, you just get you wouldn't get that kind of paddling pool anymore. A couple of foot tall, sort of octagonal, and it was red, blue, white, and orange stripes around it. Yeah.
Must have been something in the rubber or whatever it was made from.
Yeah,
the materials.
Cheap plastic, whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Max McGinn said, talking about orcs again. This, how I said about orcs believe in things and make them happen.
Yeah.
There's some orcs in. This must be like a cartoon series or something, a comic book series. There's one where they're in space shooting out from the windows of their ship, and the captain's like, "Here, how you gets firing?" And then they stopped believing and got sucked out into space. Because they were obviously shooting through the windows, but they were believing that there was glass in the windows, so they didn't get sucked out into space.
Yeah. Oh,
As soon as he questioned it,
I'd be a good orc.
oh yeah, are you not being sucked into space? Wait, what? No, gone.
So, now, why wouldn't there be a gun there?
So wait, how are you
Is there
flying without a
camera?
plane? No.
Of course they can.
What is it? What is it you guys are talking about? Is this a comic strip or something, or?
They're probably making up an alt game for us lot to play.
No, there are some comic
There are
strips.
plenty of comic strips.
Yeah, there are some comic strips on the Warhammer website, but they're kind of terrible. But there are lots of comic strips out there. Some of them are quite funny.
Could be one of the old Battlefleet Gothic ones.
Eon's car is off. He's going to make a start on dinner. Catch you all next time. Goodbye. Take
Oh,
care.
happy
Eon.
days.
See you later, mate.
Enjoy.
Don't forget, you've got Dad. You're doing is Dad doing? He's not doing a stream today, is he?
Don't think he is, no.
So don't forget, you've got Ted and Chris at 8:30. Eon's car. I'm assuming on Chris's channel for Warhammer Sunday. Here's one for you, Si. Phil East says, has anybody ever seen a nice dark Eldar paint scheme with white armour? Unsure how to go about it with the pale white skin.
I haven't, but I would have thought,
Is that Drakari, the dark Eldar?
yeah. You could tone the skin slightly differently. So you could tone the skin like purples or blues, like make it feel really cold. I personally, I would go slightly kind of ivory in tone with the armor. One, because pure white armor is just going to be an arse to paint.
Pretty much.
And two, you can get away with shading ivory with like a brown, and it will just look really kind of weathered and old, which obviously Drakari armor would be, and it would be made out of wraithbone anyway, so that would make sense.
I was going to suggest like a bone colour rather than a white colour.
Yeah,
That'll contrast with the skin enough, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like a creamy off-white for the armour, and your pallid flesh tones for the pallid flesh.
but I wouldn't. I don't think I've ever seen a bone white Drakari scheme, but there are plenty of like bone white, like Tau schemes, for example. And you could quite easily just steal one of those.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the one that Games Workshop uses.
What
Whatever
about
that Tau sept is called.
what about the bone white colour that what they call the pallid hand, the Death Guard Vectorium, the pallid hand or something?
Oh, the 30k paint scheme.
yeah, but it still falls into 40k, I think, doesn't it? It's one of the Vectorium.
There's you can still
is it pallid?
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, some of the Death Guard isn't actually green. They've got this like off-white bone. It's obviously also coloured in like rust and pus and ming, but underneath it's like a kind of bone white, bone-coloured off-white, kind of creamy, warm tone.
There's also nothing that strictly says that Dark Eldar skin has to be white, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I'd say paint it however the devil you want.
Yeah. If you want to go for that bone white Death Guard skin, I think there is a video on the Warhammer TV channel where they show you how to do a basic. It might, unfortunately, it might be Nick, so maybe don't watch it.
Yeah, Nick's not too bad. Has Laura done any videos yet? I don't really keep up.
Who?
There's a new presenter called Laura Sugden.
Who?
Sorry, Louise Sugden.
Who?
She's a very, very good artist.
What? There's. Oh, is she Irish?
Scottish.
Oh, black hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was on some of the live stuff, wasn't she? Like on Twitch a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah, ages ago. She's now one of the presenters, so she was promoted.
What for painting stuff?
Mhm.
Oh, I might have to start watching that then, because I
I
stopped.
think she basically took over from. She got Duncan's job.
Well, because I remember seeing some of her stuff, and she likes to do lots of like synthwave neon colour type stuff. She did.
She does.
She did a Griffhound that was all beautiful colours, but I might start watching because I have to be honest. I can't watch Nick Baton. I can't watch Nick Baton at all. When Duncan left, I like Peachy, but I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't watch Nick at all. I can't. So I stopped. I stopped watching. I don't know. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke. I've got nothing against him personally. I just can't. So. Plus, it's always Ultramarines with Nick Bain.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, nobody cares about Ultramarines. Some from actual books or some channels who do 40k theories, or a guy called Lutin09 who's pretty... I know Lutin9 stuff. I watch his stuff. I hadn't heard the thing about the shooting through the windows. Yeah, I like watching Lutin09's lore stuff. Of all the lore channels, he's probably the best one. The best Warhammer lore channels. Or for the 40k lore stuff. There's some channel on YouTube, right? And all he does is he literally reads ID4. He reads 1D4 chan.
Wow.
It's probably like a 40k lore channel, and he's literally just reading out the 1D4 chan articles. I'm like, wow, you can just not ever get my view ever again.
Different.
He's got a really annoying voice as well. I'm like, really? You're going to take someone else's writing, not credit them, and just make out like it's your work? That's cheap, man. If you can do a lore channel, write your own stuff. Write about it and then read it out. Don't just read out someone else's hard work, says the guy with the Books of Skyrim series. But no, I watched a few of them and I'm like, hang on, wait a minute, I recognise some of the wording in this. And I looked it up and I'm like, he's just reading word for word the 1D4 chan and occasional Wikipedia. Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not crediting them, no.
It's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a book called Prophet of the Warg, which has some funny orc stories you will like. I think there's an audiobook too. There's loads of audiobooks.
Yeah,
I should do an orc audio book.
There's a new Gazgol Fracker book out as well. It came out yesterday.
I did actually...
Go on.
I was going to say, I did actually register with the Black Library. And I nearly downloaded some of the the Deathcore books, then I realised I need an actual ebook reader. I'm like, oh, well, I've got one, so never mind.
I am about to attach The Last Brick.
Ooh! Is that like The Last Jedi, but not crap?
Yeah.
Controversial viewpoint.
Done. Scout Trooper. Done.
Ooh, that was fast.
Oh, you legend.
Can I just point out then, you know what this means?
What's that?
You've built less than one dude.
Yeah, I built a head.
So that's even worse than me building one dude. I built one dude. You've only
that's Finn Foxx.
Colin's built like 3 Dakar jets in the last 2 hours. I built one entire dude. You've not even finished. You've finished a head.
Technically, I've assembled 471 pieces though. So I think I win.
Though.
Chat, what's your opinion? Chat, what's your opinion? Did Si win or did Si lose?
Don't try and play the chat.
He is, and he's good, isn't he?
There's a good part where the war boss got scared of his own shadow shooting up the hallway, and the grot sidekick said, "Why did you do that, boss?" "I was warming up my shooter." I like the sound of orcs. I might have to look into some more. Yeah, I quite fancy some of the Black Library stuff, but without having an e-reader.
I would strongly suggest that there's a 12-book series called the Beast Arises series, and it covers an orc invasion from the Imperium standpoint,
the
Adeptus Astartes standpoint, the Necron standpoint.
Oh yeah, because it's 3-way, is it?
And the Orc standpoint.
Ooh.
And it's really cool.
I must actually read some of the Black Library. I've got literally 2 books. I've got Warlord Fury of the God Machine, and I know it's called that because it's what's underneath my computer monitor, raising it up off the bed a little bit.
Wow.
Which I got free from my local Warhammer store for an open day. And that's it. And that's just one book about Imperial Knights. So there's a small number of Deathcore stories, but they're only short stories. And again, it was like, you need to... I was like, can I not just download it as a file I can read, like a Word? No, it's got to be this special EPUB file, which you need to think, oh, I haven't got that, can't be bothered.
Okay, so I'd just like to point out that Lynn, gracious, fabulous Lynn
Here we go.
believes that I won.
Oh God, she's backed you in the chat, hasn't she?
Scale Modern Chaos. He states that I've simply done head, so I've obviously won. Panzer thinks I win, mainly because you spent most of the time under your desk fiddling with your pink straw and your bell.
Do you know, it's like, you'd almost think this wasn't my actual channel, wouldn't you?
What I'm most
When
concerned about
Si
is...
said he'd been working,
What?
Yeah.
I think he's been working on ways to bribe the chat.
I have, yeah.
I think there's been secret machinations going on here that we don't know about.
Even Phyllis says I win.
You just call
I
Phyllis
finished
Phyllis?
and helmet. Yeah, I did, yeah.
You just, Phyllis, would you like to revise your statement given that he just called you Phyllis?
I
think-
corrected myself very quickly.
No, you didn't. You didn't do it until I pointed out.
Yeah, straight under the bus,
You
back
wouldn't have
where you
admitted it.
belong.
Also, so I'm going to distract you all by telling you that the Scout Trooper has Predator-style mandibles. If you look at the screen, it's still...
Hey,
Oh,
that's not how Scout Trooper helmets work.
yeah, flapularity.
Yeah,
That's nice, though, isn't it?
it is
I'm
quite nice.
disappointed. It's a bit snot. It's not a snot build, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Snot is studs not on top. It means it's not smoothed off.
Oh, no, I like the studs.
Yeah, I think.
But you could always go over that, Fox, couldn't
Well-
you, with a bit of sculptor mold or whatever if you wanted to round it off. But
I do actually have. I have to admit, I do have in my collection the AT-AT.
yeah,
I think it's one of the not a limited one, but it was like it's not a limited UCS, but it's not a UCS at all. But it's like a limited kit that came out and didn't last very long, and it has like Luke hanging down on a wire and some dudes inside it. And
Yeah.
I've been tempted for a long time to actually do something with that, to build it, glue it all together and build it and paint it and stuff. But I'd have to get rid of all the studs. So, and I've got that little fake Lego ship from Destiny that I need to do at some point. My Arcadia jump
Right.
ship.
Well, now it's built, I'm going to bugger off and go back to work.
I see. So
Yeah.
you come in, you cause chaos, you swear on my live stream, you turn the chat against me, and then you go like a
Yeah.
anti Robin Hood, mirror universe Robin Hood.
Pretty
it
much.
was like a whirlwind of. Yeah,
As long as we know where
Oh,
we
yeah.
stand.
Carl, I got that
Mate.
50 quid you sent me earlier. Thanks, mate.
yeah, that's all right, Si. Not a problem, mate. Glad I could help, mate.
Service is rendered.
Yeah, indeed. Right. I love you and leave you guys.
Take care,
Yeah,
mate.
see you later, Si. Take
Thanks
care,
for coming
mate.
in, buddy.
I was talking to chat. Oh, you guys are alright as well.
Fine.
No, I love you.
I was going to thank you for helping out, but there you go.
Massive hugularities.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey.
Right, now
Right,
he's gone.
chat
You can
as well.
forget everything he said about everything. He knows nothing. He's a rubbish painter. Don't listen to anything he ever says.
Yeah, he paints by bloody numbers, doesn't he?
Also, he likes to like throw kittens in the canal. I don't know. Got to love sighted bits, haven't you?
Ah, mate, he's brilliant company.
Phyllis is Philly's weekend name, says Scale Model and Chaos.
Yeah, Phyllis, eh?
I've been called much worse, says Phyllis. Right, so I think we need to call Phyllis from now on then.
Yeah, it's Phyllis.
Yep. Except you've got to remember it's him and not the other Phil.
Yeah, the one I call Phil, Paul, Gav. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we
Pardon.
to? Si wins, he finished a helmet, whereas Fox lost one. That's the one that Si read out. Si's job is done by Si. I don't know.
I
Can't get this.
know.
Can't get the staff, can I? Right, well, I get this. I think have I got all the bits for this guy now? I want to get him assembled before we finish for the. I don't think I've got all the bits, have I? No.
Yeah, no, I've just
Have I lost
been
more pieces?
stealthily adding additional gunnage and things. And
Stealthily, you
Yeah.
say? But not if you're telling me you're doing it.
it's different.
Do you want to go full screen, or are you still building?
I'm just letting it dry a
Oh,
bit.
okay. Yeah, we've got a little bit yet. We're not ready to finish just yet.
Yeah,
Donate for
Yeah, cheers.
cheers.
I still think that we should start the barber band that we was on about on E-models, mate. I think we'd be good.
Yeah.
Christmas album. Oh,
I can stretch to a fairly decent falsetto if I need to, but I'm no good at bass.
Oh dear, you're a pilch.
Underneath the arches.
Cheers. Oh dear, what you like?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's that dude.
All I can hear out people. Oh, I'll start that again. All I can hear outside is people having barbecues on the back of our avenue on the other side.
Oh right, yeah.
And that makes me sad because it's a family over there that they're all flipping. They've got foghorns for mouths and they're all like really chavvy.
Oh really?
And they go till like 3 in the morning, and all you can hear is all night long, and it's like, oh,
shut up.
Yeah, but of course the problem is it's a bank holiday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah. We've been free of that for the last year and a half. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? It's been nice in a way because, like you say, the friendly neighbourhood chuds haven't been about, have they?
Yeah. Friendly neighbourhood chud.
So we got a bit of bombage.
Bombullarity.
Bombullarity.
Not attaching your bombs, though, are you?
No, that's why they're sat in front of the iPad, unattached along with the driver.
Good lad.
Because I'm good like that. Even these arms ain't attached because I want to paint them off the torso before they go up.
I've got to be honest, the thing I love about the Dakajet kit is the fact that you can assemble the entire cockpit and then just slot it in afterwards it's been painted. You know, and you can put the pilot in after he's been painted with no problems at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that whole cockpit unit, you can build all the housing around it. It just slots in.
Yeah, it just drops in, mate.
You could have multiple cockpits if you wanted.
Yes,
Here we go.
I'm stealing one of them for the Valkyrie. It's going to get modified. The saw, the saw may be coming out on the Valkyrie.
The saw.
Yeah, I need to have a looky-loo at it just to see whether my thinking is correct.
Thinking with an F.
But
Cole, your thinking is always correct when it comes to these matters, because all you do is you have a thought, you get the saw, and then you let the chips land where they may. So you
absolutely.
Your thinking is always right because you don't do the thinking like we do. You don't suffer that problem. You just go, I'm going to cut it with a saw. Brilliant. There you go.
I mean, I didn't think that the Dakajet had enough guns on it.
Yeah, so you added more guns.
So it had to have more guns, mate.
I like the fact, the best way to describe your approach to just, your...
Guns.
Yeah, what?
Guns.
Oh, look at that. I still wonder if we should make it into a biplane, but you need a whole load of extra guns.
Yeah.
I would describe your approach as puppy-like.
Yeah.
Like, if you put me in a garden, I'll be happy and I'll run around, but I might be cautious that there might be a spider somewhere.
Yeah.
If you put a puppy in a garden, it doesn't give a crap. It just runs around like a mad bastard.
Yeah,
and I think that's your building style. You just go, right, let's have fun with this. Ba 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 ba. There you go, brilliant.
Absolutely. It's like, well, it could do with something there, and there. Yeah, it's got it now.
Yeah.
But
what do you think it needs? It needs everything that I'm going to add to it. There you go.
Yeah, I've got all of that lot left. So some of this might go on Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And some could still end up going on this because, it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, there's always things can be added to the Baneblade. Oh, I've said it now, haven't I?
I might have had one eye on the Baneblade when I was looking at a certain piece. I know.
Are you calling a side piece what?
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Side Piece.
But no, there's some bits that I'm thinking that'll definitely go on there.
Yeah.
So,
I envy that sort of free creativity that you have. I don't have that.
It's one of those. It's a childlike imagination that's never left me.
It's like a child and a puppy combined, imagination.
Yeah, and it comes in handy, but it can be a ball ache as well because you can go on and on and on, and it's knowing when to say, yeah, that's got enough on it now. But I think the Baneblade's one of them that it's never going to have enough on it.
No, there'll always be something that you'll fettle with. Because you'll sit there one day and you'll be like, I can't do anything more to it now because I've painted it. But then again, if I just do this one thing, I can easily touch that bit of paint. There you go, done.
Oh, absolutely.
Six extra barrels. There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm already thinking. Well, yeah, it's got all the barbed wire to go on it. There's wooden running boards and all kinds of awkwardness to go on it once certain bits have been painted. So
Yeah, you're still doing loads of like corrugated metal and stuff and things like that.
yeah, there's all that sort of thing to go on there. So
Gubbins.
yeah, it's going to be painted and then weathered, and then it's going to have all of that orcification done to it.
This sounds
So, like
correct
say,
to me.
bits of sheet metal, bits of corrugated, bits of wood, all kinds of detritus.
Sheet metal? No, it's not that bad.
See what I do. See what you did there.
Here always
It's the
trying to
same
fish.
with same with the Valkyrie. It's going to have its base coat put down, and then I can go, right, there's going to be corrugated there. There's going to be bits of this, bits of that. So, yeah.
Today I've learned something valuable just now.
What's that?
When you're going to snip a little piece off a piece like this on the bench, because you have to, you know, in the old days you'd put the thing on the bench and push down with the knife.
Yeah.
When you do that, don't put your finger between the piece and the blade. Don't put your fingernail between the...
Yeah, because that'll go smarty, ouchie, won't it?
Yeah, because you know the Sharpie bit on the knife that you use to do the cutty?
Yeah.
It's sharp to everything, not just plastic.
Oh, have we done a stabity?
No, I just noticed I've made a little sort of... I've now got 2 fingernails on one finger, which is great. Right, I should be able to get this dude done, and then we'll call it a day, I think.
Absolutely. I'm at that point where I can't do anything more on the blaster jet because
I wonder what you were going to say
right.
then.
The blaster jet. Yeah, I know. You thought I was going to say...
A rudy wordy.
No, I'll leave that to Si.
I wouldn't worry about it. Simon's already broken that barrier, so...
Oh, that was
I did a
fun.
mild swear earlier on before that, but that's a different story, so... Well, I'll just get this...
I've gotten better because that was the biggest thing I worried about when I first started doing E-models. Was because, you know...
Is that
what I'm like,
emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for email?
Yeah. Because I thought, if anyone's going to swear, it's going to be me. And it was ironic that it turned out to be Ted.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did he swear actually live on the show? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't. Didn't he drop an F-bomb on E-models?
No, I think... Oh, he might have done an S-bomb, maybe, not an
S-bomb, yeah.
Yeah, that's accidental nonsense, I suppose. We'll allow that.
Yeah.
I don't know how this goes together. Yeah,
No, I quite like that. Yeah, cheese.
How in the name of Satan's cleft butt cheek is this supposed to attach to... What?
Satan's left butt cheek. Okay.
Where's the... With the... What? With the who? Not the who. You know. Not
Panzer says, yeah, this is the downside of lockdown ending. The chuds are back.
Boo.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know how that's supposed to fit together. And don't just say very well, thank you. Oh, like that.
Philly says, last week's was the first E-model stream that I have ever missed. It was most annoying to lose that streak.
Dow.
It's all right, mate. You technically haven't missed it because you can watch it back, can't you?
Yeah, there's always another time.
Absolutely. So, yeah, the streak is continuing.
Continue your streak. No, wait, actually illegal in some places.
Yeah, that's when you get that person come up to you and go, you're not supposed to do that in public.
So
We've
please,
told you
this
about
this is not
before.
Old Trafford. This is not a cricket match. What are you doing?
Yeah. Can you put that pims and cucumber sandwich down now?
Always Old Trafford in cricket when you get the streakers. It's like, what is it about cricket that makes people take all the
I
clothes off?
don't know. I mean, what is it about us Brits? You know, the good old traditional British tradition, isn't it, of a streaker?
To be honest, if I had to sit there for 9 hours and try and understand cricket, I'd probably go loony and take all my clothes off and run around going whoop 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 as well. So
I've often wondered as well, though, what suddenly makes someone think, do you know something? I think I'll just drop the cax and go for a run round the football pitch. What enters someone's mind to make them suddenly go, I'm going to do that?
it doesn't. They're usually just like students, aren't they? And they've had a bet and they've planned it the night before because they're just on a drunken bet.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder. You know,
I think occasionally it's like a protest about something, but a lot of times it's just drunk up students.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if you're going to do something, then it's always a cricket match there, but it's always like, you know, you don't do it a football match because I don't know, it's a field full of like 24 big burly blokes that'll wrestle you to the ground and break your leg. So, cricket
I
match.
always remember Erica Rowe when she did it at Twickenham. Do you remember the rugby? England rugby game.
I probably would remember.
National headlines that was, but yeah.
Yeah, but then again, you're a lady running across a field naked full of rugby players. That's probably not such a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Underneath they are.
They are. Cheers.
Right, I'll get this guy hastily glued together. He's got a rather fabulous pose going on.
I'm mightily impressed with that, how that's coming up.
It's looking rather fantastulous. Fantastulous? That's not even a real word. I'm making up
It's
made
a
up
real
word.
word in Fox's world, mate. It's a real word in mine, mate.
No, I'm making up completely made up words. Do. What are you having for dinner tonight then, Cole?
Sorry?
What's your dinner plan for the evening?
I think it's steak, mate.
Oh, when are you having your dinner?
Oh, I won't have my dinner till about 1 a.m, mate.
Are you not? When was the last time you ate then?
2 o'clock yesterday morning or this morning.
You're just gonna not eat like all day long?
Yeah, I've been a bit poorly, mate.
Oh,
If you know what I mean.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Did you not get the munchies or anything? What would you snack on?
Not an awful lot, to be honest with you. I need to be told to eat something by normally the person that is in charge of me. You know, I might have like I don't know, a ham wrap or something like that, a bit of salad in
A
it.
ham
or something
wrap,
as
you say?
But yeah, I've kind of not been feeling the food vibe for the last couple of days, so which isn't good because I'm type 2. So
Yeah.
you have to eat little and often, which is probably not helping, but
Yeah. I mean, I must admit, I in the last sort of year or so, I've kind of got into the habit now of just eating have my dinner, and that's kind of it. I'll have my dinner in the evening, and that's kind of it. I'll eat a whole load. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
But I'll just kind of have my dinner in the evening, because before I'd be snacking on biscuits and chocolate, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
I got the weight on, and then I got the cholesterol thing, and that's like my blood pressure. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just eat my dinner? If I'm going to do, because I was like, I'm doing all my healthy brown rice and lentils and things, which is kind of nice and tuna and
absolutely,
stuff.
yeah.
So if I'm doing all that, why don't I just eat that?
Yeah.
And then
Makes
I'm not
sense.
eating all the unhealthy crap. And I'm actually quite happy with it now, eating just once a day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it if I'm honest. You know, it's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, I'll have something.
Good lad. So when you say steak, what do you reckon it is? Steak and what?
Oh, it'll be all the trimmings, spuds, peas, you know, onion rings, all of that gubbins.
Will it be mushrooms, fried onion rings? You'll have to wait and see.
See,
Oh, piss chips. Yeah. I think for tonight we're having... I got some diced chicken out of the freezer,
oh right, yeah,
which I personally would love to mix in with some pasta tubes and some lentils and some sauce and stuff, but Mama Fox doesn't like pasta tubes. So, well, I got some like penne pasta. It's brown wholemeal pasta, and she liked that. But she doesn't like white pasta. So I don't know. And we've got like a load of like beef steak mince as well, but she doesn't like steak mince. I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting there craving like a big bowl of like penne pasta with nice chunky steak mince and sauce and but no, no, I don't like that. Right, come on, only a couple of little bits left to do, and then I can stick this guy on the base.
yeah. Weebadoodle says we're having a steak, a jacket potato, and a salad, and he's cooked himself some discounted salmon.
Discounted is that a particular kind of salmon?
Yeah, discounted.
Specially bred to be. Yes, this is the ancient. It's a special kind of salmon from Scotland called discounted salmon. I like that. They've got wild salmon, roe salmon, Spanish salmon, Canadian salmon,
Yeah.
discounted
Panzer
salmon.
Koenig comes up with a good one. He says it's Sunday Fox. Mama Fox will be wanting a Sunday KFC.
We had KFC yesterday.
Ah.
because I said, what do you want for dinner? She went, KFC. I went, oh, okay. Normally I'd be really more than happy, but given the way I'm not supposed to be eating all this crappy food all the time, I really shouldn't. But then my brain goes, yeah, but it's KFC, and I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. So
I want that one.
I'm both happy and not happy at the same time, and it's a conflict I have to deal with. Right, how in the name of Satan's other left butt cheek is this even supposed to attach? Apart from with magic and tomfoolery.
I am impressed at the dedication to dudeness.
Well, when you've got a whole mess of them, you kind of have no choice, really.
Lynn's just finished a Lego Easter carrot house.
Took
I
that
have
long.
nothing to ding, Lynn, I'm afraid.
You can't, you ding. You've not got a pen and a something. You could just say ding.
Ding.
No.
Yeah, it sounded enthusiastic, that, didn't it? Ding.
No.
Have a ding. Ding, ding.
Colin, will you mind this? No. Oh, thanks.
Oh, that in that game yesterday, Skyrim. Can
Yeah.
you do that? No.
No. Wait, what? I've never heard him say that before.
That was funny.
He'll normally say, like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, or that's beyond my ability.
Do a bit of mining. No.
No. How about no? Right, one last bit to glue on, and then we can bugger off. It'll take a while to paint these. They've all got little dangly bits and things everywhere. Can require some delicate painteriness, these, I think. Because they're made of the fiddlies. I reckon, you know, if you have fun painting your orcs and you get your painting skills to the point where you're like, I can do this now, no problem. I think you probably actually quite like the Death Guard.
Yeah, I'm looking at. It's like when you first started doing it. It's a new, different technique, isn't it? It gets you using paintbrushes again.
Right, there you go. I've done that guy. Let me. I'll just full screen it so they can see. And then did we look at yours? We looked at yours, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We certainly did. I'll just full screen you. Oh, you're full screen.
I can press my button by myself. I'm a big boy now. So I've done the Malignant Plague Caster, who is not in focus. Who there you can see him there. He's casting his plague with, I guess that's something. I think there's something missing there. There might be something missing there, but no, that's supposed to what it looks like. There's no actual weapon there. Don't know how it works. So he's got all these little bits of dangly things. Something just happened. Daniel P subscribed. Thank you, Daniel P. And then I've got the Noxious Blightbringer with his 2 bells.
Oh,
That we know all about.
not 1 bell, but 2 bells.
I've got to drill his barrel out because I forgot to drill his barrel out. So I've done them.
Happy
And
days,
I'm
mate.
looking forward to painting them. I've actually already got these already in my other set, but I'm looking forward to painting these because they're just full of like dangly bits and chains and strips of material and stuff.
Yeah, they've got a look about them, haven't they?
Yeah, pestilence and plague. But I think that's going to do us because it's coming up to 6 o'clock. So I should take off my lenses of seeing. I think we are up to date with the chat because we've missed most of it, so we can only be up to date with it.
Panzer says he's going to have a cheese and ham sarnie for lunch in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to have Hunter's chicken with paprika potatoes for noms later.
Ooh, we've got 3 jars of Hunter's chicken pasta sauce.
Nice choice, mate.
Yeah, I think tonight we might actually have the chicken with rice and lentils. I think Mama Fox said rice.
Yeah,
I can have that. It's fine. Yeah, anyway, but I think we'll leave it there because it's 6 o'clock. I'm thinking about food now. It's right at 6 o'clock now. So, Colin, thank you very much for joining me as always.
that's all right, mate. Pleasure's all mine. Thanks to everyone in the chat for putting up with our inane shenanigans.
Shenanigans. You went all New York.
New York.
Forget about I can't do it. I'm not even going to try and do a New York accent. I'm walking here. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard, Sam. Anyway, yes, so thank you to Colin for joining me as always. Thank you to everyone for watching. Don't forget, of course, if you'd like... I don't know why I put that on there for. Anyway, if you'd like to help support this channel, my brain does things without me knowing about it.
Yeah, but if it stops you stabbing yourself, it's worth doing, isn't it?
Only I could stab myself with the drill bit.
Yeah.
Don't put it past me. Yes, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to help support this channel, and I really would ask very humbly that you consider it if you don't already, because I do this for my living and I depend on my patrons and channel members to pay my bills and put food on my table. So all help is gratefully accepted. If you'd like to support the channel and you don't already, you can either go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru. The address is on the bottom left of the screen there. Or you can just simply click the join button underneath any of my videos or live streams, and you can become a channel member or a patron. You get access to content early, advert free, and some exclusive stuff, but you're helping keep the channel alive. So big massive thank you to all our patrons and channel members. Don't forget, of course, to like and subscribe and press the notification bell, and of course subscribe to Colin's channel, Festa 67's Workshop.
Ka-ching.
Well, that'll do. But yes, so,
Sorry,
I don't actually know what I expected you to say there. I was going to leave it open for you.
Yeah, like and subscribe and all of that lot.
Yeah.
Be muchly appreciated, folks.
Yep, and although Simon has done no content yet, because he's rubbish, do make sure to subscribe to Squighammer Miniatures, who is Simon's channel, who was here earlier on. We all love Simon.
Yeah.
So make sure to subscribe to that as well. Be nice if he got to 100 subscribers before he even did any flipping any content.
Yeah.
Bit annoying, but it'd be nice. But anyway, yes. Yeah, it would be. But that Git got to 100. He's not even done any content yet. Git. Anyway, yes. So I'm going to go and make the dinner now because I'm starving. So thank you very much to everyone who's been watching. Take care of yourselves. Go make something awesome. Go be awesome. And until next time.
Adios, amigos.
Yeah, here we go. Near enough. Take care, everyone. Adios, amigos. Where's the button? Which one is it? Oh, yeah.